President, Dr. Rajeev Agarwal, Dr. Prashant Kerkar, for arranging this series of talks. This is going to be a series of talks on how to use your mobile, which we normally call as a smartphone. The problem is that we use it like a walkie-talkie or a phone. We don't realize the smartness of a smartphone. We pay 1 lakh rupees for a smartphone, but we use it like a 15,000 rupees phone because it has so many features that we are not aware of. I like to quote one small saying by Microsoft, which broadly say that only 20% users use 80% features of Excel. The rest of them don't know what powers this Office suite or Excel has. So smartphone has a lot of features. It can actually do a lot of work that your office secretary can do, your apps can do, your technology can do. It can actually work like a secretary. And artificial intelligence, I think it is highly required and it is creeping in a big way. And a lot of people keep asking us, how do you get AI into your life? And all of us are people who are using AI knowingly or unknowingly. So thanks to these gentlemen and the esteemed efforts taken by Association of Medical Consultants, we would be starting a series of these talks every month on every third Thursday, where we would be enlightening you, bringing you towards understanding these through experts and people who are hallowed out and who've got a reputation and who are doing phenomenal work in technology, especially artificial intelligence for healthcare. So towards this end, I'm very honored and pleasure to have Dr. Rajeev Agarwal, our president, present today on the dais, Dr. Prashant Kerkar, who is our honorary secretary, and our program committee chair, Dr. Navneet Desai. So Dr. Navneet Desai will be the MOC for today, and she will be walking you through the entire program with the various speakers. And we cannot afford to miss our previous program committee chair, Dr. Supriya Arwari, who knows how to add the little pizzas that we have and give us a smile when we are struggling with the caveats of scientific discussions. So it's my honor and pleasure to first introduce to you our program committee chair, Dr. Navneet Desai. Dr. Navneet Desai is a gynecologist by her profession. She is trained in ultrasound and infertility. She's also got a diploma in cosmetic gynecology, and she holds multiple hats. She is a consultant and director at Shobna Maternity and Surgical Home, Joanna Mother and Childcare Hospital. She is serving very actively and very floridly as a joint treasurer of Association of Fellow Gynecologists of Mumbai. She is also working and serving as the treasurer of the Obstetrics and Gynecological Society, Meera Bhayandar. She is the past president of IMA Meera Bhayandar, past president and trustee of BMA, and currently we are very fortunate to have her working as a program committee chair of the Association of Medical Consultants. We are also joined, thankfully, by our previous program committee chair. That's Dr. Supriya Arwari, who has a huge list, which will take me 15 minutes to actually, both of them have a huge biodata. So in short, she's done her MD from KM Hospital and Wadia Maternity Hospital, my alma mater, that's CGS Medical College. She's the national coordinator of FOXY, vice president of Thane Obstetrics and Gynecology Society, joint treasurer of AMC, project chairperson of MOX project of Me, Sakhi and Mamti. Multiple awards, as you can see, the gold medal.
Chalega. Thanks, dear. Thanks. Let's
I
move
hand it
forward.
over to Dr. Navneet now to take this program forward and kindly get momentum and impetus into our today's talk.
Yes.
So over to you, Dr. Navneet. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
And I'll give the sharing rights to you for in a minute. I'll just hand over the sharing rights.
Yeah. So first of all, an excellent session planned by AMC under the leadership of Alok Mody. Thank you to our secretary and our president, sir, for this is a very important topic, AI today. It is everywhere, and we still don't know so much about it. So let's over 6 months of time, we will be learning a lot about it, and by the end of the year, we will be better equipped with all the AI and maybe using it into our regular practice too. So the topics today again are divided into starting from basics and then slowly they'll build up. I would request our honorary secretary, Dr. Prashant Kerkar, to say to give us a welcome address. So can we have his slides, please?
Yeah, I've given the sharing rights to you, Navneet. Okay, fine. I'll keep it with me. I'll come back and I'll do it. Just hold on a minute, please.
Yeah, because
I'll take care of it.
The net here is a problem in my hospital. That is a.
You need to make me the host, Navneet. I cannot make me back.
I
Just need to right click on my name and make me the host.
yes.
Just go to participants, select me and make me the host. Right click on my name and make me the host.
Very nice. So this is very difficult, but I cannot. Well, the right click is also not working there.
No. See, there is a tab, there is a icon there, participants. Just left click on that.
Done.
On the right side, you'll see the list of participants. Now you're making me the host.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's how we will be doing. So let me start.
So much learn. Till then, So Dr. Prashant Kerkar is a surgical oncologist.
It is Dr. Prashant. Slide.
Yeah. So surgical oncologist. He is a hepatopancreatobiliary surgeon and gastrointestinal surgeon, GI robotic oncosurgeon and HIPAC surgeon. Current positions he is a consultant surgical oncologist at Bombay Hospital, Bridge Candy and PG Hinduja Hospital. He is also the Secretary of Association of Medical Consultants, the largest body of consultants today. And he's an Executive Council member of Mumbai Surgical Society, Chief Trustee of Shantabai Kerkar Charitable Trust, and Chief Trustee of Dr. Balwant Kerkar Pratishtha. Over to you, sir.
So thank you so much, Navneet, for the kind introduction, and good afternoon, everybody, and warm greetings from the Association of Medical Consultants. I welcome you all to this unique topic which AMC has chosen for its members. We do strive to get these offbeat topics which can be introduced in our medical practice, which most of the practitioners are not aware of. And here I would like to thank Alok for taking a lead, and he is an AI enthusiast for getting this program together. So as Navneet and Alok has already shared, they have introduced you that what the makeup of this program is going to be. And I'm sure as more and more series of this particular AI talk go on, our members will find it more and more interesting, and they would be able to emulate it and inculcate it in their regular practice to enhance their service towards their patients. Thank you so much, and over to you, Navneet.
Yes, sir. Next, I would request, So, Dr. Rajeev Agarwal, sir, he's a consultant medical legal expert, our president AMC this year. He's medical director, Sri Kasturi Medicare Private Limited, Kasturi Care for Seniors, president of Kasturi Medical Foundation, honorary treasurer of IMA HQ 2224, past treasurer of IMA Maharashtra State, past president IMA Meera Bhinder, recipient of Corona Veer Award from the state governor, IMA National President's Appreciation Award almost 5 times, and IMA State President's Appreciation Award. He has received that over 7 times. Over to you, sir, for a brief introduction to the topics today and everything else.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Navneet. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope I am audible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so first of all, let me congratulate Dr. Alok Mody for starting this excellent series. We had done it last year also. So when I took up as the president, I thought we all need this artificial intelligence and how to use our laptops or smartphones or other, basic technology for the welfare of our patients and for our benefit, to increase our practice. So Dr. Alok was kind enough to take up this challenge. And though late, but we have started this series from July, and every month on the third Thursday in the afternoon we will be trying to get MMC credit points. Also today's seminar or webinar also MMC point has been granted. Basically, today people have a lot of phobia whether AI will be able to substitute a doctor. But believe me, many of the forums wherever we go and attend any program on artificial intelligence, the first question what appears in the mind of public is, am I going to, in the mind of a doctor specifically, am I going to be replaced by a robot or by artificial intelligence? The clear answer is no. artificial intelligence, robots, and others, they're there to help you. They cannot replace you because the human touch is lacking. Maybe in near future, I do not know, that human touch may also come with robots. But as of now, and as Dr. Alok told, we use, as doctors, we use very costly gadgets. But unfortunately, we do not know the real use of these gadgets. We are just, picking up calls, chatting on WhatsApp, opening our email, Instagram, Facebook. That's all. There are so many things which are offered in most of the apps, and that if we are able to learn and if we are able to implement it in our day-to-day practice, maybe a small thing like waking up early in the morning, your exercise, your appointments with the patient, what is your scheduling for the day, your scheduling for the week, these everything can make your life so easy. You will not forget things, and you will be able to manage your time very well. So this is how we are going to, and this will be online series going on for the next 9 months, where we will try to gradually upgrade the topics, so that we'll start with basics now, and slowly we'll go to the higher end of artificial intelligence, so that if all those people who are attending all these 9 to 10 webinars, they will be, I can assure you, they will be really good in artificial intelligence. They will be really smart people, to cut it short. They will be actually smart people who will be able to use their gadgets to the benefit of themselves and their patient. And I am just to tell you something about AMC, Association of Medical Consultant Mumbai, is an association of specialists and super specialists across MMR region. We have around 16,000 members with us, and our wings are expanding slowly but steadily. We also have FAMC, which is Federation of Association of Medical Consultant of India, where we have around 10 branches, mainly Nasik, Pune, Kolhapur, Sindhudurg, Ratnagiri, Bangalore, and others. So we look forward to expanding branches across India, and I request all of you to help us in making new members. Our flagship things what we are doing in AMC, I will not come between you and the AI thing, is the professional indemnity policy, which I can bet that it is one of the best in India. We are also having the health and accident policy, which is the Mediclaim policy, which is also one of the best in India. We have launched the umbrella policy for hospitals, which is a unique policy where all your risk in the hospital, including your fire, earthquake, your workman compensation, professional indemnity, then violence, electrical equipment, manual equipment, so portable equipment, everything is covered. So believe me, if you are a member of AMC, we are going to give you every value for money you pay to us. And we assure you the best services. We are always there 24/7 for you. And I'm sure you will utilize the services of AMC. And whenever there is an issue, feel free to connect to us. On 4th of October, we are also having this AMC conference to Georgia and Armenia. The details have been posted in all the AMC groups. If you still need any details, you can contact any one of us. So that's all from my side. And thank you once again to the entire organizing team of this AI workshop, especially Dr. Alok, Dr. Navneet, Supriya, and of course my dynamic secretary, Dr. Prashant, who is always there, available 24/7. And he manages his surgery so well, he is there in the office or all the meetings, And today, unfortunately, he's in the white coat. Otherwise, he's always in the blue coat. Blue suit mein rehta Prashant. So, and I'm really impressed and happy with the attendance, at 240. The attendance is really phenomenal. So that shows the enthusiasm and the zeal people want to learn from you, Alok, and the expert speakers. So I will not come between them. Thank you once again. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, President, sir. And at the outset, let me congratulate Dr. Rajeev Agarwal, Dr. Prashant Kerkar, Dr. Navneet, and particularly Dr. Alok and entire AMC team for putting together such a wonderful AI program. And let me welcome all dear delegates. We have 276 people joined. That's a really phenomenal feat. So welcome to this day. Welcome to this day. Time for work and time for play. AMC is where we all love to be, friends together, you and me. Welcome, dear friends, all of you on board. And we promise that we are going to have a wonderful action-packed academic artificial intelligence training program stretched out over the next few weeks. And let me immediately start off the scientific session. I'll hand over to Dr. Navneet to please introduce the first speaker of the day. Navneet, over to you.
Yeah, Navneet, before you take over, just to apprise everyone, we have this financial online webinar series also, which we are starting this month. So that first topic is on Sunday. We have shared the details. It is from 10 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. That is on taxation for doctors. So, we will be trying to cover every aspect of medical fraternity. So as far as artificial intelligence, that will be on the third Thursday afternoon. Financial conference, we are trying to keep it on a fixed date, but we had this wealth RX also. So we have clubbed that because the topic was same. We have this medico-legal conference online webinar series, which we will be conducting on Wednesday evenings. That is also the third Wednesday of every month, but this time it is delayed to 30th. Do join there. It is medico-legal aspects and radiology with respect to the radiologists. So every year, every month, we will try to have these three type of webinars, and we will try to keep credit points for the medico-legal as well as this artificial intelligence. Sorry to interrupt you. That's all from my side.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for all that update. The AMC is doing really good work for their members. So kindly everyone join for all these webinars. The first speaker for the day, the opening batsman today, is my very dear friend, Dr. Rakhi Agarwal. She is a practicing general surgeon and medical director of Kasturi Medicare Private Limited and Kasturi Care for Seniors. She's professional leadership. She's past president of Indian Medical Association, Meera Binder, past president and current trustee of Binder Medical Association, held various leadership positions at IMA Maharashtra state and national levels. She has received the Lifetime Achievement Award from Binder Medical Association in 2022, and she is recipient of multiple appreciation awards for outstanding contribution to the practice and community health. Yes. She was honored for dedicated services during COVID-19 pandemic and beyond. Her special interest, she's deeply passionate about integrating information and technology in healthcare, spearheading digital transformation initiatives at Kasturi Medicare Private Limited. Over to you, ma'am.
Navneet, you forgot to the other introduction. She is the better half of Dr. Rajeev Agarwal.
She is, yes.
It's a proud feeling for me also, no?
Fortunate half.
Yeah.
I can agree to that.
Welcome to
Before
the
we
first
ask
lady of
Dr.
So may I share?
Before we ask Dr. Rakhi to step in, thanks, President Sir, Dr. Rajeev, and Honorary Secretary Dr. Prashant for such kind words. And it's been a lovely journey, and it will be a very good journey. And I would request everybody to please stick on, because lots and lots of goodies are in store for you every month. So please go on. And I'm sorry to come in between you and Dr. Rakhi. So over to you, ma'am.
Hello, friends. Thanks to AMC for the wonderful opportunity bestowed on me. I'm Dr. Rakhi Agarwal, a surgeon by training, director by responsibility, co-managing a 45-bedded multi-specialty hospital with critical areas like OT, ICU, NICU, and dialysis. Today, I am not here to discuss medicine or protocols. Instead, I'll share how technology can turn day-to-day hospital chaos into digital clarity. So, from code blue alerts to billing, bed management, audits, dashboards. It's not about more technology. It's about making technology work for us. So everybody knows this story, hard work and smart work, thirsty crow. Hard work is about, sir, I cannot see the full slide. Hard work is about relentless effort and persistence, while smart work is about applying strategy, creativity, and efficiency to achieve the same or better results with less wasted time and energy. That is why we are over here. So this is the key timeline that we have innovated so much. Innovation is in the heart of every person. So I'll first introduce what are the conventional healthcare key components. It's very important because we are diverting and talking about technology. So conventional healthcare is paper-based records with manual entries prone to errors, physical OPDs, that is only in-person consult. It has limited reach. Manual scheduling, that is phone-based, there is a risk of overbooking by receptionist. Non-digital diagnostics, there will be no real-time result sharing. Standalone equipment, no system integration. Here I like to step in because standalone equipment means it is not system integrated. There is no software attached to that. So one very big example is conventional X-ray over digital X-rays. Conventional X-rays used to be there, but with the instep of digital X-rays, we can get the reports on real time. Analog communication. This is nothing but man-to-man communication. Nowadays, we are talking about digital communication. Physical file movement. आज पेपर खो गया है. It's a risk of loss and delay of the papers in the hospital. Low patient involvement, that is no remote tracking or education. Centralized access, so there is no remote or mobile interface. There is no real-time alerts, so delayed emergency response. There are few informations or definitions which are very key and essential to further what we are learning in computers or AI. So I would like everybody's attention to please listen to each definition very with the keen ears. IT, information or technology, that is use of computers, networks and software to store, process and transmit data. Data is nothing but raw facts or figures that gain meaning when processed. Computerization is shifting paper-based processes to computers. Digitalization, whereas, is using digital tools to transform workflows and services. What is automation? It is running digital process with minimal human effort. Cloud computing, delivering computing services over the internet instead of local servers. IoT, Internet of Things, network of devices that collect and share data online. Generative AI, example is ChatGPT, AI that creates new content like text, images or code. Analog communication, as told, it's a direct human-to-human communication without digital tools. Workflow, a set of sequence of tasks in a process. Operations, day-to-day hospital processes and activities and not surgical operations. EMR, electronic medical record or electronic health record, that is digital patient records. HIS, hospital information system. This is integrated software for clinical and admin hospital functions we are using since years. Whereas ERP is enterprise resource planning, software which manages finance, HR, inventory, etc. And it complements hospital information system. There's one more term, SCADA, supervisory control and data acquisition. So this is real-time monitoring and control of equipment and infrastructure. And so do we have smart equipments. So here's the main final topic, what I'm going to talk, healthcare evolution from code blue to code cloud. So healthcare is undergoing a digital revolution. Code blue once meant emergency. Now code cloud signifies tech integration across departments. Let's explore how hospital operations are transforming using modern technology. So I'll go department wise. So the departments I am touching are as follows: medical record, human resource, accounting, finance, administration, customer service, management, marketing and sales, operations, purchase, quality control, project management. So maybe it's difficult for some, just try to understand. The purpose of digitalizing medical records is from paper files to centralized, compliant cloud health records. Electronic medical records with access logs. Seeing in very big hospitals and even railways have introduced it. Digital patient charts replacing paper files. Each user's access is tracked automatically, ensuring security and accountability. Data retrieval with patient UHID. Using a unique hospital ID, UHID, to instantly pull up a patient's complete medical history and records, saving time and reducing errors. ICD-10 auto coding, that is software automatically assigns standard diagnostic and procedure codes to clinical notes. This will improve billing accuracy and data analysis. Integration with NDHM, that is National Digital Health Mission. We all have understood this in many lectures. ABA ID, a unique 14-digit number that links all digital health records securely. Cloud backup with auto encryption. Data is backed up securely in the cloud and encrypted automatically. See, encryption is nothing but conversion of readable data into unreadable text to prevent unauthorized access without extra effort from users. Human resource, a very key touching. Purpose is from manual record to real-time HR dashboard. Virtual digital onboarding and exit process. Onboarding is when we hire HR and exit is when he leaves. So virtual induction and online document submission make joining and leaving seamless and paperless. AI tools screen CV and interviews automatically. This saves time and improves hiring quality. Smart attendance and payroll automation, many of us have it. biometric and mobile attendance system, which directly links to payroll. This ensures accurate and timely salary processing. Employee self-service. Staff portals allow employees to view payslips, apply for leave, and share feedback on their own, reducing HR workload. Performance analytics. Dashboards track individual and team goals, progress, and achievements. This helps managers make data-driven decisions. Last but not the least, training modules or learning management systems, that is online training platforms. This help upskill staff anytime, anywhere, and track learning progress. Finance is the heart of any business. So let it be hospital. Financial operations digitalization. From spreadsheets to seamless cloud-led financial control. Cloud accounting. Access real-time financial data anytime, anywhere, helping teams collaborate and make faster and informed decisions. Automated billing. Charges are calculated automatically based on treatment, linked directly with EMR systems and including insurance and discounts. So this reduces manual errors. Expense tracking. Live dashboards track expenses as they happen, supporting better budgeting and cost control. Payroll integration I've already told. Then audit trail. Every transaction is logged digitally with timestamp and user IDs, making compliance and audits easier and more transparent. Cloud-based accounting platform. So solutions like Teleprime, Zoho Books, they offer secure, scalable, and accessible financial management. Administration. Purpose is from registers to AI-enabled administrative efficiency. So smart scheduling, very important. Automate OPD appointments, surgery slot, staff rosters, avoiding overlaps and improving resource use. Asset tracking. Monitor real-time availability of bed, wheelchair, ventilator, and other assets using barcodes or radio frequency identification. Digital records. Centralized storage of memos, approvals, and communication makes its retrieval quick and paper-free. Visitor management. Track visitor and staff movement through QR code and issue digital entry badges. This improves safety and traceability. Communication tools. Internal chat systems and digital bulletin boards keep all departments updated instantly. Customer service is very important for us to have a touch with a patient. 24/7 chatbots, as we hear very well these days. AI-powered instant responses for frequently asked questions, doctor availability, and appointment scheduling. Feedback collection. Automated post-treatment surveys. They assess service quality and identify improvements. CRM systems. These centralized tracking of patient interaction, history, preferences for personalized service. Call tracking. The software will monitor response time, call quality, and resolution rates for continuous improvement. Then multi-channel support. That is unified dashboard routes the queries from WhatsApp, email, phone, and SMS. See, whether it is any business, it is data-driven, and a hospital all the more 24/7. So purpose is from instinctive decisions to data-driven strategies. Real-time dashboards. Live metrics will show admission, bed occupancy, revenue, and doctor availability. This helps managers react quickly. Analytics-based decisions. Analyzing trends supports smarter staffing, inventory planning, and demand forecasting. Automated alerts. Instant notification flag low inventory, equipment failure, or compliance deadlines. This prevents disruption. Remote oversight. Cloud-based system let leaders monitor multiple branches and key metrics from anywhere. Benchmarking tools. Compare performance against industry standards to spot gaps and stay competitive. Marketing and sales. Another area where doctors are very weak. From print ads to personalized digital outreach. जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. Digital campaigns. They run targeted ads on Facebook and Google to promote health services to specific patient groups. Event management. Online tools will simplify planning and registration for webinars, camps, and checkup drives. Patient segmentation. Analytic group patient by age, location, health needs. So campaign feel relevant and personal. Online reputation. Automated systems gather reviews. They help teams respond quickly, building trust and credibility. I'll not be talking about referral tracking. Operations. I keep on saying operation excellence. That is our day-to-day work. Inventory management. RFID and barcodes. They track, prevent stockouts, and offer stocking of medicines and suppliers. Workflow automation. Automated lab sample routing, report generation, discharge planning. This will reduce the delay. Smart award allocation. Automated bed assignment based on ward type, doctor preference, and patient severity. OT efficiency tools. Scheduling software optimizes operating theater usage and ensures staff readiness. Then SOP digitalization. Mobile accessible standard operating procedures. This ensure consistent practice across teams. Then in purchase, from reactive stock management to predictive efficient procurement. E-procurement, that is digital submission of purchase requests, approvals, and supplier negotiations. Vendor portals, that is connect your platforms for suppliers to update stock, price, and delivery timelines. Contract management, digital tracking of vendor contracts, terms, and renewal dates with advanced alerts. Inventory sync, automatic purchase orders when critical items fall below the threshold levels. Quality control and assurance. This is very important because quality is important to healthcare. Audit dashboards. All quality and safety audits are logged digitally. Summaries are presented on visual boards for easy review. Task assignment. Teams receive project tasks with deadlines, reminders, and dependents built into a centralized platform. Training compliance. Mandatory training for staff is tracked online with reminders and certifications built into the platform. Standard checklist. Every department uses digital checklist for hygiene, maintenance, and equipment safety, ensuring consistency. So we have a scope for continuous improvement. Each issue feedback leads to an action item logged in the system, followed up till closure to ensure ongoing improvement. So this was quite taxing, but this is the scenario. So the transformation impact has quantifiable benefits. So what will happen if we do this? 45% reduction in processing time, average reduction in administrative tasks across departments, 30% cost saving, operational cost reduction through automation and efficiency gains, 85% improved accuracy. There will be reduction in human error across billing, inventory, and patient records. 24/7 availability, round the clock access to critical system, patient services, and medical records. So this is a slide with a permission of AMC. I'll put logo and circulate it, and if we can use it as a poster and send to our hospital and colleagues. So I'll not be going because of the time constraint. S for I've made this mnemonic. S for secure systems, M for mobile integration, A for AI-powered analytics, R for remote monitoring, T for telemedicine. Now hospital is health information exchange, O operational automation, S smart infrastructure, P patient-centric design, I interoperable platforms, T technology-driven training, A advanced alert system, L lean management. So after all this, I would like to just show last over 2 to 3 years, because of my passion in IT, we have transformed Sri Kasturi Medical Private Limited through Google Workspace. So this is my overall what I do in the hospital, my dashboard. We have automated appointment scheduling. So for dialysis patient, other patient, they get the appointments. We have automated admission information. So this comes in the group, so everybody on duty, off duty comes to know who's admitted at what time. We have self-designed EMR of IPD paper. So our paper is total online. Our nurses, our doctors, pharmacy, lab, everyone is online over there. So everybody writes, and there's a real-time recording, और insurance company को तभी का तभी सब चीज का जवाब मिल जाता है. Medical records have dashboards are there. Reporting from the diagnostic center are automated. HR leave is automated. This has helped me immensely. Last 2 to 3 years, who will not be coming, what will be the emergency leave, and we give the sanction the leave. Recruitment. Any recruitment from anywhere is informed to the directors. We have automated OT posting. This is a very good automation where our surgeons, anesthetists, our doctors, they get to know. नहीं तो पहले क्या होता था? इसने भी post किया, उसने भी post, and I used to have a lot of problem. And even after the surgery, the part 2, we can update the data. We have automated bank balance message to the directors, automated TPA payment receipts. We have automated payroll messages, marketing messages, health day and festival greetings, birthday and anniversary wishes. So take home messages, embrace the shift from reactive to predictive healthcare. Let technology be an enabler, not a barrier. Together, let's move from code cloud to code blue to code cloud. Technology in the hands of clinicians can save lives faster than ever before. The future of healthcare is digital. The question is not whether to transform, but how quickly you can begin. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Supriya, कुछ बोलना चाहेगी?
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Rakhi ma'am. What a wonderful presentation and really an eye-opener for us. And I think the most ideal talk to start off or kickstart this AI workshop. Thank you so much. I would like to request all our delegates, if they have any queries or any questions, they can put them in the chat box. And at the end of today's session, we'll be having an experts panel addressing all their queries. In fact, I'm sure most of their questions will be answered as such. But in case you have any queries, please do make it a point that you can put it in the chat box. So I think now we will move to the next talk, which is going to be about data. तो डेटा के सागर में छुपे राज गहरे, डेटा के सागर में छुपे राज गहरे से पहले ज्योति से भविष्य को संवारे, तो डेटा को पहचाने और अपने सपने साकारे. तो डेटा के बारे में जानकारी देने के लिए the next speaker is coming up. Navneet, can I hand over to you for the
Yes, yes. Thank you, Supriya. इतना मस्त data के ऊपर, I will always remember this. So, our next speaker is Dr. Bharat Saboo. He is Amazon best-selling author. He is director of Chaya's Diabetic Center Indore, co-founder of Dokyantra Private Limited, Masters in Endocrinology. He's Master in Endocrinology, University of South Wales, UK. Data science for precision medicine. Sir, can you give me that slide again? Yeah. Scope certification for obesity management, advanced postgraduate course in diabetes, American Diabetes Association, his postgraduate training in endocrinology, diabetes, metabolism conducted, European Society of Endocrinology, more than 50 national and international research publications to his name. He has top posters in all these various journals and various conferences. The only Indian to win the American Diabetic Association Abstract Award in 2025. He has distinguished Clinician of the Year Award, American College of Physicians, that is India chapter in 2024. Only Indian to get Journal of Endocrinology Travel Grant for 2022. RSS RIA USV Award for Innovation of Diabetes Care. Upcoming Researcher in Diabetes Award at DiCareCon in 2021. Chair Diabetes India Primary Care Interest Group, National Task Force member, National Executive Council member of All India Associations of Advancing Research and Capacity, Organizing Secretary of Diabetes India 2023 in Indore, Organizing Chairperson of Asia Diabetes Forum Masterclasses in Diabetes in 2021, Organizing President for Madhu Vyas Conference and Organizing Secretary for Endo Dialogue 2022. He is author to 4 books titled Diabetes Unlocked, Madhumeh for Niantran and Diet Therapy, Artificial Intelligence for Physicians, and has contributed various chapters in various books. Over to you, sir, for a very beautiful lecture on data. Thank you, sir.
So, Dr. Navneet, before Dr. Bharat takes over, I would like to make 1 or 2 comments here. Dr. Bharat is a very good friend of mine, and I'm very grateful that he's joining up from Indore. Not only is a very sought after and a very reputed and a very difficult to get endocrinologist and diabetologist in Indore, his appointment list is huge. but he's one of the few people in the country who is a healthcare provider, which means he's a doctor, and he's formally trained in AI through IIT Roorkee, which is a very difficult thing to do. And he's one of the very, very few people who has created his own AI app called Mitra, which has recently won an award in ADA, which is an extremely difficult thing to achieve. He has made it himself, and Mitra is a chatbot which is helping diabetics across the planet in any language of your choice in a phenomenal manner. It's a diabetologist in your pocket, and he is formally and officially received an award from American Diabetic Association for that, which is extremely difficult to get on the planet. So it's an honor and pleasure, Dr. Bharat, that you've accepted my invitation and you've come here. And over to you, and welcome over here.
Thank you, Alok bhai. Thank you, Dr. Navneet, for the kind introduction. Thank you, AMC, first of all, Rajeev sir, for inviting me here. Alok bhai is a close friend, so he's always very humble when he talks about me, and he talks usually loud about me. So I hope my slides are visible to you.
Yeah, I'll just give you the hosting rights 1 second.
Yeah, I've shared it. Can you see it?
No, I have to make the host. I made you the host now, Bharat bhai, if you can start now. I've made you the host. You can
just a moment.
Share the slides. So.
Can you see my slides?
Yes.
Yeah. So again, thank you, AMC, for giving me this topic, which is very close to my heart. Introduction to AI and big data, what I would be talking about. To me, I see 4 industrial revolutions. First of all, the first came when engines, railroads, and steam was devised in 1785. The second came when mass production, electrical power, and assembly lines were established around 1870. The third came in 1969 when we had electronics and computers, and we were very young kids in the era of 80s, 90s, and we were always fascinated by the power of computing a computer can do. And the fourth one is right now, before us, which is artificial intelligence. So believe me, this is an industrial revolution because it will change the industries forever. And mind my words, we will be again talking after 10 years and how it has changed the industry. So artificial intelligence basically has 3 things into it. Artificial intelligence is a program that can sense, reason, act, and adopt. Actually, a subcomponent of artificial intelligence is machine learning, where algorithm whose performance improve as they expose to more data over time. And this runs on deep learning, where the machine learns in multi-layered neural networks that learn from vast amount of data, which ma'am was talking about. And we pour in data and it learns from itself, and then it divides its own pattern recognition and reasoning. So to understand machine learning, we need to first understand what are intelligent system. The AI aims to create an intelligent system that can mimic human cognitive function, like learning, problem solving, decision, and pattern recognition. Now, machine learning is a subset. Deep learning is a specialized form of machine learning that uses neural networks like in our brain with multiple layers to extract the high-level features from the data we pour in. So this is the foundation of artificial intelligence. Just look at this graph, picture, and you will be able to see. I will tell you how it works. First, there is a problem to rule out a coronary artery disease in a diabetic with a doubtful symptom and normal electrocardiogram. Now, what happens? The data from history, physical examination, demographics, family history, genetics, biochemical tests, subtle changes in normal EKG, the wearables patient is wearing, food diary, and outcomes are actually feed in. So this all constitutes the big data. Then there is training. There is a human coach which trains that it is CAD or not. So it teaches with the help of gold standard. Now again, AI program is asked to generate the pattern for each outcome. So it generates a pattern where CAD is present or absent. Now next time when we feed in the data, what happens? The problem comes, the AI then predicts based on the recognition of pattern which it has created. The same pattern, the neural network pattern in the deep learning I told you. And again, it sends it back to the human, where human is just a coach. It gives a feedback or validates the program. You are right or wrong. And it again retunes and refines itself. Then a time comes when there is no human. The machine has learned enough, and now it is giving an output which is equal or better than even the human coach. to diagnose a CAD based on the EKG pattern. So this is what artificial intelligence can do. It derives intelligence from humans, but it augments it. So it again becomes a computing program which is enabled to process the big data, because human intelligence cannot deal with more than 6 variables. This is scientifically proven, but these sort of models can actually deal with various variables. Now, there are 3 types of artificial intelligence. Just for the common sense, we should know. First is artificial narrow intelligence, where machine learns and they specialize in one area and solves one problem. Like Siri, Alexa, Cortana, they all are artificial narrow intelligence. Then comes the general intelligence, where machine intelligence takes in. From machine learning, it comes to machine intelligence. It refers to a computer that is smart as a human across the board. So it becomes as intelligent as you and me. And then comes artificial super intelligence. This is where machine develops consciousness. Right now, we were seeing this only in movies, but gradually things are taking shape. And it is an intellect that is much smarter than the best human brains in practically every field. So these are all the spectrum of artificial intelligence, from narrow intelligence to general and to super intelligence. And the ideal AI, what we call, is the green dot, which is just less than us, but don't know future what it holds for us. So this is actually what is desired, but I think it may supersede it. So what is machine learning? It is a powerful branch of artificial intelligence that enables computers to learn from data, as I've told you. And these algorithms are designed to adopt and evolve as they are exposed to new data. So every time a new data comes in, they evolve themselves. Now, what is the brief history? The early roots dates back to the mid-20th century. The birth of AI is dated back to 1954, where we saw the emergence of artificial intelligence. In 80s and 90s, because the computers become more powerful in computing, that gave rise to machine learning. And now after 2000 and 2010, we see the deep learning revolution. We see advances in deep learning, and it involves using artificial neural networks with multiple layers. So multi-layered networks are there, which can actually process any amount of data. Now, there was a Turing test. Turing test, I just tell you, it was a brief test where we computed the Turing test to see whether it is working like humans or not. It is for machines. So from Turing test to AlphaGo's historic victory, AI has seen significant advancement. There is resurgence of neural network. The proliferation of big data has fueled the development of various algorithms that can analyze massive data sets for valuable insights. Now, what are the types of algorithm? There are decision tree-like tree structures. They are supervised learning model used for classification and regression tasks. And again, the neural networks that are interconnected layer of nodes, just like our human brain, that process information and learn complex pattern. So it is all inspired by human brain structure. There are 4 types of algorithm. One is supervised learning, one is unsupervised learning, third is reinforcement learning, and fourth is deep learning, as I've told you. Now, what happens in supervised learning? In supervised learning, you are with the supervisor. So algorithms are trained on labeled data to make prediction. In unsupervised learning, algorithms, they themselves identify the pattern and relationship in unlabeled data without predefined target variables. So this is more advanced. And reinforcement learning is the example which I gave you. It uses a trial and error approach where agents learn to make decisions through interaction with an environment and feedback. Mostly humans are teaching the AI and ML algorithm. Now, when we compare traditional versus deep learning, it compares the performance and scalability of traditional machine learning algorithm with deep learning models. In supervised versus unsupervised learning, there is difference in training data requirement and output, and it is mainly based on the trainer who is supervisor, who is training you. And classification versus regression, it examines the distinction between classification tasks that predict discrete outcome and regression tasks that forecast continuous values. So there are certain recent advances also. One is transfer learning. Transfer learning, it enables model to leverage knowledge from a pre-trained model. Suppose I have a pre-trained bot, I have trained it for X thing. Now I want X plus Y. So I just need to transfer the learning of X, and then I need to just add Y to it. So it is transfer learning. It is not like humans. I cannot transfer my knowledge to Alok Bhai, and Alok Bhai cannot transfer it to me, but machine can. Explainable AI. Explainable AI focuses on developing transparent and interpretable models, which can be explained. Now, federated learning. Federated learning again allows multiple devices to collaboratively train a shared model. There are multiple devices which are training a single model. So the learning becomes faster. In medicine, because we are all doctors, so where it holds place in medicine. Now, what are the applications? I will tell you very briefly. In radiology, ML models are analyzing medical images like X-ray and CT, and we all see that. Diagnostic imaging analysis has become a lot easier with the help of this AI ML algorithm. Drug discovery and development has taken a leap with this AI ML algorithm, and we are developing newer and newer molecules every day. Now, in personalized medicine and precision diagnostic, genetic testing, because personalized medicine leverages genetic information and it is a huge pile of information. So AI and ML algorithm can decode it for us. Treatment optimization, including genetic, lifestyle, and environmental factor, can be taken into account, and we can do personalized therapy. And proactive health management, just like you heard a news few days back where Apple Watch is predicting pregnancy. So this is something proactive health management. Early disease detection and prediction can be done because there are certain models, and I have seen myself a foot mat which can predict foot ulcer 32 days before its occurrence. Treatment response prediction. This is precision medicine. Again, it can predict how patient will respond to a specific treatment based on the individual characteristics such as genetic makeup, history, and lifestyle factors. Again, these are incorporated into clinical decision support system. We are developing a model ourselves. Alok Bhai is a part of it, where we are developing a EMR which can give you outcomes based on the data feed in to get the best outcome out of your patient's prescription. Again, there are challenges in applying machine learning in medicine because although we know it has a vast potential, it faces significant challenges in medical field. The major obstacle is available in quantity of data, because data is sparsely available, and whatever data is available, the quality is not good. So medical data is often fragmented, incomplete, and sensitive. So we again face a challenge. We need to have a challenge which is tackled in form of data by giving everyone the right data. We should fill in the form fields right. Again, another challenge is need for interpretability and explainability, because most of the models can be complex and opaque. The vendors have their own petty interest into it. They don't explain how it is interpreting, while it should be very clear why we have come to this conclusion. Again, data availability is a problem, data quality is a problem, interpretability and explainability is a problem, because transparency is very essential for building a trust in AI-powered medical application. No one will take advice from an AI bot which is not transparent and validated. No one will. So that is the need of the hour. Again, explainable AI should be there. It should give insights into the model's internal working. A human-centric approach should be there, because many times we see machines act like machines, and there should be clinical acceptance by the way of validation. There are regulatory and ethical consideration also, like data privacy and security, algorithmic bias, transparency and explainability, and liability and accountability. Again, integrating machine learning with clinical workflow requires data integration at all the points. User interface design, which is very friendly to work around with. It should be clear and concise. And training and support, we need extensive training for our healthcare professionals to reap benefit of this AI revolution. The future of medicine is immense, and actually it will be evolving very rapidly with the help of advancements in artificial intelligence. So these innovations, they promise to revolutionize the healthcare by enabling more precise diagnosis, personalized treatment, and efficient drug discovery. Now, what are the advances? We are developing deep neural networks, we are developing data-driven insights, and we are developing more and more computational powerful devices or processors. Now, federated learning should come up. I am seeing a patient here, someone is seeing in Mumbai, someone is seeing in Bangalore, even in another part of the world. The data should be federated, global collaboration should be there so that all these data can be collated and the outcome can come. The multimodal data integration should be there. It is a powerful approach in medical AI that combines different type of data to gain a more comprehensive understanding of patient health. Again, automated clinical reasoning is what we are looking at, that will take place of doctors. It will augment the clinical decision making. It will personalize the treatment plans. It will give the early warning by early warning systems which are in place, and it will be giving time saving insights. So once it comes, a lot of our burden will be taken care of. To conclude, machine learning is actually revolutionizing healthcare, offering potential to improve diagnosis, treatment, and patient outcome. There are challenges like any other new field like data availability, interpretability, and ethical consideration, but ongoing research and innovation are paving the way for a future because AI will play a central role in healthcare. So all these technology will continue to evolve and we can anticipate even greater advances from them. So the key takeaways are machine learning has huge potential and there is a continued progress and it will keep on rising, and collaboration is the key between clinicians, data scientists, and engineers. So this is just the beginning of artificial intelligence. With this, I thank you all for the patient listening. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Supriya?
So thank you so much, sir. I think that was a really wonderful presentation, and in Sanksheep, such a huge topic to cover. It's really tough, and I think Dr. Saboo did a great job. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Once again, I'll remind our thank you, sir. Once again, I'll remind our delegates if they have any questions to put them in the chat box, and we now move to the next topic. It's time. We live in times when cynics say that we are in a world where the phones are smart and the humans are stupid. So if we need to get above this, I think we should know our phone better than what we already do. And we have just the right person to introduce you to your Android machine that is there in your hand. And that is Dr. Aashish Mody. So may I request Dr. Navneet to please give an introduction of Dr. Aashish.
Before we do that, Bharat Bhai, can we request you to transfer the host rights back to me, please?
Till that time, I'll introduce Dr. Aashish Mody. He's a general and laparoscopic surgeon practicing at Delhi. He's strong fitness.
Dr. Navneet, 1 second. I need to put up a slide. Bharat Bhai, if you can transfer the host rights back to me. Just click on my name and make me the host, please.
Navneet,
Bharat Bhai, are you there?
Navneet, can you put up the slide?
Sir, actually,
This system has got only one host, so I need to get the host rights back.
So Alok, I suggest keep the host rights with you. Otherwise, you'll have this problem after every talk.
Can you transfer the host rights back to me, please?
For the host rights.
Yeah, just 1 second. Yeah, but then what happens, Prashant, if I do that, then I'll have to play the slides for the speaker and they will not be comfortable with my speed. So this system has got only one host, no? I've just called him and I've told him to transfer to me. So yeah, there I am. 1 second. Yeah.
I have done it, Alok bhai.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Kindly check.
Yeah, we got it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Here you are. Dr. Navneet here.
Yes. So Dr. Aashish Mody, he is a general and laparoscopic surgeon practicing in Delhi West. He's a strong fitness enthusiast, participated regularly in marathon hackathons. He has conducted regular workshops on gadgets, Android applications, and mobile troubleshooting tips. He does his own accounting and tally, repairs desktop computers and mobile phones as a hobby. He's prolific painter, humor writer, and a photographer. And yes, of course, he is a wonderful laparoscopic surgeon attached to multiple hospitals. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, before we go ahead, Dr. Navneet, I would like to tell something to the audience. Dr. Aashish is a fantastic surgeon, but he operates on the smartphone very actively. I've seen very few doctors operating on the smartphone the way he operates. He's one person I've seen who can fill in around 300 apps on your smartphone without hogging into the memory, and they run very fast. So if you really want to fiddle around with your operating system of a smartphone, which is supposed to be illegal and it takes away your warranty, there are some nerds like us who do that, but he's the right person. Get your smartphone operated by him. You won't repent it. So I think, Aashish, this is the best introduction. It's always a pleasure to welcome you back, and it's fabulous to listen to you.
Thank you,
So
Alok.
there you
Am I
are.
audible? Am I audible?
Little loudly, please.
Yeah, okay. You're giving me the host, right? Then I'll share my screen.
Yeah, I'm just giving it to you 1 second. Yeah, there you are.
All visible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I thank AMC for giving me this opportunity. I'm going to speak on a very basic topic. It is basically Android phone has.
Your voice is very low.
So am I audible just now?
Yes, sir, much better.
Much better, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So Android, there are so many things that we can do with our phone. In fact, most of the people buy phones, very higher end phones, and they actually don't know what to do with those things that the phone gives. They pay money for the phone, और phone के एक भी extra features वो लोग use ही नहीं करते. So I have just made a presentation for the basic things that are there on the Android phone. So they will be mostly on a little of personalization, a little productivity, and of course security and product protection also. So let's just start around 7 to 8 slides. So this is the first one. It's on customization. So how can you personalize your Android experience? This will help you to make your phone look different than what you already have. For example, there is something called as material U theming, which has come after Android 12. All right. So in this, you feature automatically themes system demands using your wallpaper's color palette, and it will give a different look to your system. How do you do it? You have to go to settings, you have to go to wallpaper and style, and you select your wallpaper, and you let the system generate a color scheme for you. So when it generates a color scheme for you, all your apps will have start getting that different type of a color scheme, and it will give a separate look to your phone. The second thing is you can try a different home screen launcher also. The basic launcher that comes with the phone, it does not make the phone different from other phones. So instead, you can install alternative launchers which are available on the Play Store, like a Nova launcher or a Niagara launcher. They have multiple different features, icons, gestures, and they help you using the phone in a much better way than the launcher that has been given by the phone by default. So you search on the Google Play and you just follow the setup protocols and prompts, and you will be able to put in the new launcher. The third theme, which is important, is a system dark theme. This is important. Why? Because in low light conditions, if you want to reduce your eye strain and also to save the batteries on the battery hogging OLED screens, so we normally put in a dark mode in the night so that the battery life extends to more than 1.5 to 2 days in spite of all the data that we are using for the day. So you can find it in settings to go to display theme, and you can also schedule it to turn on automatically at night also at some specific time also. That is first part. The second part for customization is you can also put AI wallpapers. So unique wallpapers are done using AI, which is available on Android 14 and later. It will add a personal touch and dynamic backgrounds to it. So for this, you have to go to settings, wallpaper and style, and on supported devices, you will get it in this settings. You can also customize quick settings, like rearrange quick setting toggles for a very easy access to frequently use functions like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, mobile data, do not disturb. ऊपर से नीचे जब भी click करेंगे Android phone पे, so there are so many functions which are there on the quick settings, but so many of them are not very useful. So they can be put behind, and the ones which we are using can be put in the front one. So to customize that, swipe down twice on the notification shade from the top of the phone, tap the pencil icon, and you can drag the tiles to reorder all of them based on your needs and make a proper quick settings ka window. So for productivity, which is to boost your efficiency and also to save time. So one is chat with Google Gemini. So use Google Gemini AI for brainstorming, for research, for quick answers, integrated. It is all well integrated into the Android Google system via the Google Assistant, which is there. So how do you wake up your Google Assistant? You can do that in two ways. First, either you say, "Hey Google," or you long press the home button. And Gemini also offers the Pro and the Flash models for tasks like drafting emails or even finding information. It makes your life much easier and faster. There is a notification history. So many times we get so many notifications ऊपर से सब आते रहते हैं, and sometimes just we try to delete these notifications by swiping them, or important notification कभी कभी चला जाता है which you wanted. So you can view all your dismissed notifications also to ensure that you don't miss the important updates. So how do you do it? You have to go to settings, notifications, notification history. And in that, you will get the entire log of all the recent alerts that have come in the notifications, and you can view them even if you have swiped them off by mistake. There is one more thing which is there on the keyboard, which is called as a swipe input on keyboard. So many times we try to type and काफी time गलत type हो जाता है because the keyboard is too small and the letters are too near to each other. So when you use a swipe input on the keyboard, which is like Google's keyboard, Gboard में है, Swift key में है, सब में है, so significantly faster typing हो जाएगा, and it saves a lot of time. And once you start using it, you will get hooked to it. It is so easy and so fast. So for this, you have to go to your keyboard settings, Gboard settings, preferences, और उसमें खाली enable gesture typing करके लिख देने का. So then this will start happening. Everyone should try to use this. It will save a lot of time, and you will love to start typing. Instead of typing, just swipe input करने का. And you can streamline your daily tasks by autofill services. So autofill services में क्या है? अपना नाम, address, phone number, all those things, they get automatically filled by just clicking on one spot. So for example, कोई भी form भर रहे हैं, form में खाली नाम डालने का आया, so moment you put the name over there, you will get an entire autofill services. Click on that, and whatever you have pre-filled before get automatically filled in that entire form, and you won't have to keep doing it again and again. So to enable autofill for passwords and forms using Google or Samsung or any third-party apps like LastPass also can be used. You have to go to settings, system में languages and input है, उसमें autofill service choose करो, and you choose your preferred service for automatic login details. So there is also something called as Google Play Family Library. For example, there are apps, there are games, and a lot of content in your phone which you want to share it with your family members. So you can do it for up to 5 family members also, and this is the way it is shared. So you have to go to settings, Google, and family, and then you can add the family member and select the content for the shared purchases and subscriptions that you have already done. So all the family members can use that shared purchase and subscriptions. It's called as Google Play Family Library. So section 3 is on security. So you have to protect your data and privacy. All right. Nowadays, there are a lot of cyber crimes, everything happening. So you have to be sure what you are doing on your phone, because everyone uses the banking apps on their phone. So they have to do this. Configure your lock screen. Set a secure lock screen with a PIN, pattern, password, a fingerprint, or a face recognition. कोई तो एक होना ही चाहिए compulsory, because then only your screen will become well locked, especially if you are using Zerodha and other banking or share market apps. So you have to disable or uninstall the bloatware that comes with the phone. So what is a bloatware? Bloatware is unnecessary games and unnecessary applications which come with the phone when you buy the phone. So many of them are, some of them may not be able to uninstall it, but you will be able to surely disable it. So you long press on the app icon, select app info, and choose uninstall or disable, whichever is allowed for you, if uninstall isn't an option. So even if you disable them, your phone will become much faster. Third thing, you should always put find my device on. So if device is lost somewhere around in the house itself and you want to lock it, or you want to erase it if it is lost or stolen, even if it is stolen, you can erase your device completely from your house itself. So how to use? You access via play.google.com, find my device app. You ensure that it is enabled in settings, security, find my device, just put it to enable. Okay. post install a very good antivirus, not the free ones that come with the phone or the laptop. They are useless. It is very important. More and more threats are coming as far as the viruses are concerned, and the updates are the most important part of the antivirus. ऐसा नहीं है कि एक बार हम लोग ने डाल दिया और वो चलते ही जा रहा है. You have to continuously keep updating your antivirus, because then only it will be a true protection. Otherwise, it will be just a pseudo protection. So use reputable antiviruses. Bitdefender or Norton are very good antiviruses against malware. They offer real-time protection and also anti-theft features. So search for it on the Google Play and you can install it, the antivirus on your phone. So you can use screen pinning also. So pin an app to prevent others from accessing other apps on your phone. It is useful when you are lending your device. For example, you are giving your device for some repairs to somebody, or you are giving your device to somebody who wants to use it, but you don't want him to go through all your apps that are there on the phone. So you go to settings, security, and put a screen pinning on them. And then you can pin an app by long pressing the overview button. So once you pin the apps, he will not be able to enter into these apps. It will give you an added security. So optimizing battery and enhancing your photos. These are two more other topics. Battery optimization, you use power saving modes. Enable this in settings, battery saver to reduce the brightness and also limit the background data. And you can also set it to trigger automatically or manually. So this is very important. I do this regularly when I wash up for my surgeries. I know I'm not going to use the mobile data, neither see the phone. What is this is only important phone calls are removed. So you just put the phone on battery saving mode. So automatically mobile data will be shut up and the brightness will be reduced, and this will help you to increase your battery life to a much more longer extent. You can use an extra dim mode in the night if you are reading with your lights off. So its display brightness will further go beyond the normal display brightness ka dimness. It is ideal in dark environments, especially on the OLED screens. So you can manage apps on the web Play Store, access them on a computer to install or update apps remotely, reducing the battery drain on your phone during these operations. Most of the time, we can do it in the night when we are connected to the Wi-Fi rather than the mobile data. So there are other things for photography mastery. This is just for those who are interested in clicking some good photographs with the phone instead of an SLR. So what you can do is turn on the grid, enabling the grid in your camera app settings for better composition using the rule of thirds. It will help you in composing your photographs and they will look much more presentable. You can enable HDR. So turn on HDR in camera settings. It will enhance the brightness and the details in the photo and help you in extreme lighting also. Especially your landscape will start, the landscape photographs, they will start looking much better. So you can launch the camera from the lock screen also if you want it very fast. So quickly access the camera by double tapping the power button. So how do you set this up? You go to settings, system and gestures. And from there you set it up as double tapping on the power button starts my camera. And then you can use it faster instead of unlocking your phone and then going to the camera. So switch to night mode. Use night mode via camera settings for better photos in the low light conditions. It will reduce the noise and also help improve the clarity. And using the portrait mode, one of the best modes that is available in your camera, it creates absolutely professional looking photos with a blurred background. So access via camera settings and ensure good lighting and a clear subject for the results. So these are all the basic things that I needed to tell you as far as Android basics are concerned. Okay, so hidden features are two there. To discover more Android functionality, one, double tap the power button for camera. That is there. Second is record the screen activity. So you can use a built-in screen recording feature to capture what's happening on your screen, complete with the audio. So how to do this? It's available on Android 13. You access it via the quick settings panel. There is something called as a screen record tile. Just press on the screen record and automatically the screen will get recorded along with the volume. And this last one is you have to do it with a little caution. So it is the use of developer options. So these developer settings are basically made for the people who generate programs for these Androids. So if you access developer settings and you keep the USB debugging on, then your phone may be vulnerable to hacking attacks. So keep the USB debugging off, but you can still use your developer options just to make your phone super fast, because then there is an option to remove all the animations. And once you remove the animations, you can see that your phone will be at least 3 times faster than the normal phone. So there is a method to enable it. There is something called as about phone. When you go to about phone, you have to go to build number, and build number पे 7 times you have to click. So when you click it for 7 times, you will become a developer. And then you come back, go into system. In the system, you will get developer options. And when you get developer options, you can just go down, and all the animation settings which are there can be converted to 0 instead of 1, and your phone will be super fast. So do this with caution. It will surely help you make your phone very fast. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Aashish. I think that was wonderful. And I really wish you could continue this talk for the next at least hours, so that, because we now know that the artificial intelligence is no match for natural stupidity. And I wish we could, get over our natural stupidity by getting more and more info that Aashish has to offer. It's a wonderful talk. And without much ado, I think we'll now go to the panel discussion. We have none other than the convener, Dr. Alok Mody, who is going to...
Supriya, we have Dr. S.V. Kulkarni's talk right now.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Then let us proceed.
And before we go over there, I would just like to tell the audience what Dr. Aashish has covered in a very simple and a sweet manner is something phenomenal, because developers option and tinkering with your mobile is something only the tech guys or nerd guys do. It's not so easy. It's handled by the real nerds who actually tinker with your operating system. It gives you absolute total control, which is why Android is more popular today than iOS, because Android can be modified left, right, and center. So I say it, and I hope the ladies here don't mind. An Android is like a husband; you can twist him the way you want, but an iOS is like a wife, very difficult to modify the way you want. So, so it's something I know the ladies are not going to like what I'm saying, but then that's just out of, just on a joking basis. So I hope none of the ladies are going to, beat me up when I meet them in the AMC office. But the
Alok,
beauty
let
is
me say something that the men will also not like. Let me say something that the men will also not like. कि मेरे रूह का परिंदा फड़फड़ाए, मेरे रूह का परिंदा फड़फड़ाए, जब मेरा मोबाइल अनलॉक होके बीवी के हाथ जाए.
I did that, Supriya, so you can come out with your shairi. Finally, your poet has woken up and now you're there. So we were waiting for that. So that's very sweet.
So
Don't take it bad.
that's
There are a lot of ladies in the audience. Don't beat me up. This is just basically to tell you on a serious note that Androids are highly modifiable, malleable, and changeable as per the user. That's why they're very popular. iOS, because of its security reasons, are very difficult to modify. They give you a lot of ironclad security. It's very difficult to modify. So it suits the some people call iOS as like their religion. Many people like Android because of that. So Aashish has actually covered it very phenomenally. We would be calling him in the future, and I hope he can give demos next time. So with that small interruption, I'll hand it back to Dr. Navneet for the next speaker.
Yes, so our next speaker is Professor Dr. S.V. Kulkarni, who's MD Medicine. Sir, can we have the slides, please?
So here you are.
Yes. The founder, Vice Chair, Diabetes Tech Group, Diabetes India, founder, patron, and Dean, Indian College of Artificial Intelligence. He's Professor of Medicine, HOD, MGM, University Healthcare, Medical College, Panvel, Navi Mumbai. He has more than 43 years of experience in diabetes, geriatrics, and expertise in complex internal medicine patients with good clinical outcomes. He's trainer, mentor, pioneer, and proponent in digital medical technology, IT, and AI. Editor-in-Chief of ICT monograph on digital technology in clinical medicine, and father of clinical digital technology and AI in India. Over to you, sir.
Before you hand it over to Dr. Kulkarni,
Yeah.
Navneet, and to the
Am
entire
I?
audience, I would like to say one or two words. Dr. Kulkarni is a person whom I call as a Bhishma Pitame of technology. He was a person who started dabbling with technology many, many years back when people were not even thinking of technology because doctors were doctors and they thought technology is not their domain. And he's come a long way in educating and training many people. It's a sheer pleasure to listen to him and see how he has evolved many technological tools for himself and his colleagues. And I always fondly call him Bhishma Pitame because of his vast expertise of knowledge and sound understanding of technology. So over to you, sir.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Alok. Thank you, Supriya. Is my slide visible?
So just give you the sharing rights. Just give me a minute,
Yes,
please.
sir.
Is my slide visible?
Just
No,
give
no,
me a
sir.
minute. I need to give you sharing rights. Just hold on 1 second.
Now it is visible? Now it is
Yes,
visible.
sir.
It's
Please make
moving.
it slide share, sir. Make it slide view, slideshow.
Is it moving now?
Yes, it's moving, sir. Absolutely, it's moving. Yeah.
Fantastic. Very nice deliberations going on. Thank you, Alok. Thank you, AMC, for the opportunity given to me. And where I'm going to be very practical in whatever I'm going to talk and show to you. My pace may be a bit slower. I appreciate the vision, and the topic given to me by Alok is augmenting practice with AI-enabled digital technology equipments. I don't know. This is one thing which has been haunting me for years together, that how I can improve my practice with digital technology and AI. Friends, I'm going to share your story of last 51 years. This is from my 1974 admission batch to today, where I'm a professor and HOD of a medical college. My topic is very diffuse. It is defocused because I have to talk to you about so many things. But surely it will anchor something definite, standard, standalone, and a critical action which will improve your practice. AI, digital technology is all around us. It is universal. It is ubiquitous. It is there in clinics. It is there in hospital. It is there in all courses. The CME Alok is conducting. All the conferences. Lasavi Masavi Asaga conference. Must know the right way of using. And Alok, I have made an attempt that every slide I have kept incomplete so that you know and you note to know what else should be added. I've got few disclaimers. I'm not an expert coder, no degree in AI, but I practice this peace, procure, practice, and preach. Like all the great medical innovations were ridiculed, I was also looked down as a crazy way back in 2005, 2006, 2007. I'm not an exception, but I was not disappointed. I continued my journey in this field. There are no conflicts of interest. I have not taken any grants from the manufacturers, software developers. I have purchased everything on my own. I have critically evaluated and I have not used AI in creating my slides. It is all friends you are cheering up, encouragement, support for following the unconventional. And there are two, there is one A and another B in whole my disclaimers and conflicts of interest. A stands for Amit and B stands for, where A stands for Alok and B stands for Bharat. They have been really helping us in all the way in developing AI infrastructure in the country. Just one question: how everyone picks up technology evolved under, and there are people who are going to teach us. We start from finger count, abacus, calculators. Then we landed up computers. Then we have got large language models, chatbots. Then GPT plus. What else we don't know? Whether it is another things like DeepSeek and Manus AI, which is going to take over. So this is our journey from abacus calculator. But look at this. This is something absolutely interesting. Time taken to reach 1 million users, how many days? Almost 1300 days for Netflix. ChatGPT, less than a day. It was used by 1 million users. If you ask me a question, we are almost about 350 people who are attending. Who are we as a doctors? What we have done and what needs to be done? What we achieved? We have conquered some diseases, discovered some new diseases, prolonged life expectancy, reduced suffering, increased well-being. But are we looking towards for something, a ray, a beacon, a magic wand, but not a panacea, and that is to stand and solve all our problems like challenges faced, rising cost, explosion of the healthcare data, rapid shrinkage of medical literature, doubling time. This I will explain. But the whole process is so fast nowadays. It is not only dynamic, it is rapid and continuous update. Friends, a person like me at the age of 70 feel like burnout because I cannot maintain my academic structure with that. It is, say, like prolonged drug delivery or vaccine drug delivery, drug trials. AI has helped us, all of us, very nice, and during COVID era, we have been a witness of that. And as all the other friends have told us, that it is a ubiquitous, universal, true milestone, and generative AI with unimaginable outcome and potentially going to help. So how you come down to anything like a wisdom? So you have got data. There are huge analytics which support this flow called as a DIKW. What is DIKW? D stands for data. Then the crystallized data becomes information. Then it becomes knowledge. And lastly, it becomes wisdom. So this wisdom is acceptable, adoptable. It is exponentially increasing. It is mostly in visuals, video analysis, medical image diagnosis. But friends, take it from me, within few years, it is going to take practically every aspect of healthcare. People ask why you are behind this. Friends, my AI saves my time, money, efforts, travel, trouble, and torture of seeing a doctor there, reduces waiting time. It is accurate, huge volume can be analyzed. But what I feel still best is it increases my serum levels of confidence, concentration, and competence. My enthusiasm increase. I am acceptable and adaptable to all my juniors, even the student, maybe even 20 years junior to me. Bharat talked about this accuracy, explainability, and robustness. Alok is always in a point of saying that it is any AI application, it should be a robust application and standardized one. We are going to check this in your question answer session. Is it AI that not understood or ill interpreted? I don't say that it is AI is math and not a magic, but look at this. This is a Bing image creator, and the prompt given is deficit clinical physician care as a magic. So you have got a picture which is self-explanatory. There are many great people. A person like Geoffrey Hinton, who is an AI pioneer, what he said, I think we are moving into a period with, for the first time ever, we may have things more intelligent than us. You must follow this person, Eric Topan. He says patients want to be more autonomous than they are, not so dependent, and we have the tools to do that already. So try to use those AI tools, AI instruments. And for us, for all the practicing doctors here, it elevates clinicians' performance. Here you are in the red zone, but the moment you use the artificial intelligence and digital technology, you are up above it. This was a very interesting article which I wrote. It was an editorial in JAPI. It says that digital technology in medicine, from calculators to chat GPT, it is available on the JAPI website. A very good eye-opener to provoke your thoughts. The second part, along with Alok's article, is coming very soon. So let us go into very practical thing, how it is going to make my practice different, and whether my smart or AI-based clinic will be the best one in the community. Friends, as a patient, or even we are all surrounded and watched by so many vitals, almost a dozen of them. And how the digital tech and AI is going to help you for that, let us go for one by one. This is a cricket team of all the parameters which are doing day in, day out. Temperature, pulse, respiration, BP, blood sugar, body position, fall detector for geriatrics, weight scale, not only weight scale, but a body composition analysis, alarm button, then not only ECG or fetal heart sound, but atrial fibrillation protector, and there are lot many add-ons. you may come across something company like this where there will be a central processing unit and you are going to change the peripherals. The day is not very long. If you check, there are huge number of digital equipments in and around us. Let us start with the simplest one. It is a pulse, SpO2. It gives to me anything additional respiratory rate. And there is something called as a perfusion index. What do you mean by perfusion index? It is the difference between the systolic and diastolic pressure. If you are managing a dengue patient, if the patient's BP 120/80 come down to 90/70, you should be on high alert because his perfusion index is going down. And this simple equipment can tell you about RR and the perfusion index. Just don't go on height to waist with such types of tapes. There are very smart tapes, digital tapes are allowed. And don't look only at the weight, but look at the body composition analysis. You do take all the measures like waist, neck, arm, calf, which will tell how much is the fat and how much is the muscle in that body. So this will definitely add much more to your clinical things. This is the Make in India stethoscope by Ayu Devices. Such a clear auscultatory findings. You hardly miss any murmur, any third heart sound, or any crepitations. Forget the bulb, forget the tube. They are going to be smartphone compatible BP apparatuses, and you can create an app into which all these BPs readings will be downloaded, and you get something like ABPM. Not only a wireless otoscope, but if you put this into a image generator or ask Google Lens also what it is, it will tell you whether it is a furuncle or it is a wax or whether it is a perforation. Here is something very important. We always ignore hearing. It is a super special sense. But AI has made a huge change in the hearing aid instruments. You will find n number of people in and around you who have got reduced hearing and they are not going to be benefited. They can accept costly spectacles, but they don't want a hearing aid. But hearing is a very special sense, and those people who use too much of mobile got to be a bit more cautious. Now from hearing, I come down to something very simple. What is the difference between a simple ECG and digital AI ECG? My digital AI ECG will diagnose age and sex, hemoglobin concentration, filling pressure, hyperthyroidism, hypothyroidism, kidney disease, peripartum cardiomyopathy, diabetes and pre-diabetes, ejection fraction, and it predicts the atrial fibrillation. And don't forget ST segment elevation. ST segment elevation MI should be immediately treated either with primary angioplasty or stromboloid. And if you use support of AI, it will pick up the ST segment elevation much earlier. The ECG machines need not be very bulky. It is a very simple instrument. Like this, it will give you 6 leads. And physicians like Alok are smart enough to diagnose even an anterior wall infarction from the 6 leads of ECG which we gave us. From ECG, let us come to radiology. Bharat told about how the radiology has been evolved. There is no fixing, developing, everything is on your screen. But suppose if you get something like a nodule, an artificial intelligence app will early detect chest nodule in the images and it will tell you whether it is a benign or malignant. So this is the reference. You can definitely go through this. It is I'm giving just as a nodule as an example. There can be pleural effusion, there can be pneumothorax, there can be isolated rib metastasis, but the things will be detected and with a good differential diagnosis. Something funny, that can you suspect diabetes from chest X-ray or a PFT from the face? Yes, this is a very good article when there's almost 1.5 lakh people will compare. This is the opportunity detection of type 2 diabetes using deep learning from the frontal X-ray. This is a 2023 reference. Huge amount of work has been done on this, and you will be really not surprised that radiologists are diagnosing diabetes or hypothyroidism, hyperthyroidism from the X-ray chest. From X-ray, let us come down to diabetes management. The glucometer sits on a mobile phone. No batteries required, nothing. It straightway goes to the app, you can see the pattern. But if you are interested in continuous glucose monitoring, our friend Dr. Alok Mody has written so many articles using the AI readings and Freestyle Libre and the CGMS. But this is a boon, especially all the fragile diabetics, type 1 diabetics, and whom you are managing with the multiple punctures of glucose testing are avoided. It is a pain to see blood sugar 7 times a day, and this is a boon for them. Let us go from India to Israel. This company is called as a Noga. It is a G hybrid non-invasive glucometer. And what it shows you sugar as well as non-invasive HbA1c. Still, MTX cuff. It is a cuffless BP as well as shows very different number of other 15 parameters also. This is not validated in India, but it has been used in Israel very commonly for the triage basis. Muscle is the essence of life. So you can use hand grip strength meters like this to see the extent of diabetes control. You can have a research paper, diabetes with a diabetes of 9 A1C and with a diabetes of 6.2, how my muscle strength is increased. This is a Dencom camera, which is attached to this. All the inside of mouth cavity will be seen on your TV screen. The same thing is for the skin camera. It detects simple things like malignant melanoma or even some unusual clinical features in your busy practice. What you are wearing on your wrist, it is growing faster, friends. So what is this? Is an ultra-human ring. It monitors pulse, SpO2 as well as sleep. It can be connected with a glucometer. If you know the exercise, if you know the diet, and if you know the sugar, it will tell you the approximate amount of insulin also needed. This is called as a machine-to-machine talk and costs hardly 18,000-19,000 rupees. The technologies of virtual reality, augmented reality is a boon for person who is doing physiotherapy. You need not go to the physiotherapist place, but there are ways in which you can treat phobic conditions than to exposure therapy in a safe, controlled virtual reality environment, and a fantastic treatment for agaro and claustrophobia. Phantom limb syndromes and new limb transplants. The physiotherapy is done best with a AI augmented system. Suppose I am suffering from COPD. I have got a PFT reading. At the same time, I have got reading from the Department of Meteorology saying how much is the pollution and how much is the pollen count. So this will definitely help me to predict my next attack of COPD. Friends, eye is window to cardiovascular disease. Huge amount of work has been done, and what the eye shows, it can tell you about congestive cardiac failure. It can tell you whether you have got other retinal vascular features. And from the eye examination, you can detect so many disorders: diabetes, kidney disease, liver, gallbladder. And these are all with references. These are not my slides. These are the slides of Eric Topol. With his permission, I have borrowed it. You can detect hyperlipidemia when you see the fundus with an AI-enabled analysis of it. So from the practice, let us go to your medical education. The A of anatomy, AI-enabled cadaver. Anatomage is the name because physical cadaver labs are expensive and smelly. You can get something like this and you will have all the 3 layers, and you can combine 3 subjects of first MBBS, anatomy, physiology and biochemistry, physiology. Suppose if you put the focus on liver, and if you want to know more about NADPH cycle or Krebs cycle, the pop-up will come and this will explain you everything. This table has been there in few medical colleges in India. Remember the name Anatomage, and you will get lot of YouTube videos of this. So all these called are realities: augmented reality, virtual reality, mixed reality, immersive reality, and extended reality. These are the backbones of medical education of future. There is going to be a biochemical, tissue level, organ level, system level analysis of more than 1,32,000 parameters. This will be sort of a digital human. It will teach us all the complications in a systematic way in a simulator laboratory. Come to pathology, your screen can be so big, a RBC can look like a tennis ball, and you have got something called as the AI-enabled digital pathology, which is the app. It is called as a HistoViz. It is an automated histopathology. You can cut from the small place, you can take from a big one. But pathology is beyond hematoxylin, eosinophil. It is a lot more thing. What it will tell me? First of all, about malignant or benign, site of origin, response to therapy, structure, genomic changes, what you expect, driver mutations, and it can tell me even prognosis also. From pathology, come down to neurology. Forget the words monoplegia, quadriplegia, or paraplegia. These are the exoskeletons which are going to make our people walk. Digital twinning and personalized medicine is a subject by itself. I think Alok is a better person than me to talk about it. Now let us come down to something still more practical. How many of you are medical college employees? I don't know, but when I go to my medical college, I have to first do my punching angta. So pattern recognition is very important. The pattern recognition in this picture, it tells you how many tigers and cats are there, but how it is going to be useful for our day-to-day practice. Mob recognition of facial emotions. It is possible with the help of cameras which are specialized in. They filter the faces to detect, identify, provide secure access. It can recognize odd belongings. If somebody is coming with a hockey stick to my clinic, he is not going to come to play with me, he is going to break my table. It can pick up facial expressions from happy to negative, anxiety, not satisfied, argumentative, abusive, or even violent. So this is one of the best steps for all of us to imply in our security CCTV cameras to detect the face recognition of the people who are sitting outside. So facial recognition of emotions helps for violence prevention. This is a reference for everybody to know more about it. So this has been done on a very continuous basis because we look at the apps, but we don't know how AI has been generated. This requires a huge amount of work to do it. Let us go to simulated gastroenterology. This is from AGI Hyderabad. You pass the scope from here and you get all the images and you can diagnose it easily. But this is something quite unusual. Actually, Bharat has touched upon this subject about, this is a very peculiar picture. AI is asking, the doctor is asking AI, explain the object appearing on the left side of the screen. The answer given is the object resembles a artery wall situated close proximity to the duodenum. Given size and location, it is most likely to be the aorta or aortoduodenal fistula. A very horrible clinical condition. Patient can drop dead in front of you. But with the help of AI, pattern recognition, image recognition, you can get a clue. If you have got a diabetic patient, there will be spark bandages for your diabetic wounds. What they are doing, they have got multiplex biosensing. They will deliver antimicrobial drug delivery. They will detect the ulcers. There may be a small amount of electrical stimulation as the patient walks so that the ulcer heals fast. I'm not going into too many details because it is a time which is more important, but it can analyze a complex lab report. So I got a patient like this, and I put that report with ChatGPT, and it gives me the 9-point answer that these are the patient's problem. BMI is calculated, everything is eGFR, and so my reduction kidney function. So what my precaution is, I should avoid diclofenac in this patient. LDL is very high. If you put that LAI guidelines, Lipid Association of India guidelines, then it will say that it is very, very high. Same about triglycerides. You can analyze a prescription for drug interactions. I think, Alok, this should have another topic by itself. We can pick up the lot of drug interactions. So friends, this is a world of different kinds of sensors, light from EEG to glucose to muscle involvement to the plantar pressure. Our things are going to change. We don't want to know too much of technical about the sensors. This is meant for all the people who develop it. But sensors are going to be the next generation coin of wealthiness. Your hospital gown will be like this. It will be a tracker of everything. It will pick up your temperature. It will pick up your pulse rate. It will pick up your ECG. And if you have got any problem, it will be gone to the central monitoring system like fast. You may get patches like this. These are the patches with glucose, lactate, or sodium, potassium. CKD patient, we must have seen it so many times. These people are done with recurrent hyponatremia. And this is the in a very schematic way how this thing work. Let us not go into the details, but this kind of patches will be detecting your sugars, your sodium, your potassium and calcium and advising you the treatment. This is all of future. This will be a Google lens with a type of lens with you can see the surgery going on. Lot of variables and the things which pick up atrial fibrillation. This is not a pendant, but this is a fall detector. This is not a waste. And I'm very happy to share with all of you that one of my friend from Solapur, he himself has designed a waist which will you just put it on your body and it will act like a holter, or it will pick up a 12-lead ECG and analyze your ECG for STEMI. His name is Dr. Gurunath Parale, and you will soon hear the news in the medical circle. The future can be absolutely unimaginable. I am very lucky that if I get something like this to be fitted on my brain, as called as a brain-computer interface, to avoid either sudden cardiac death or Alzheimer or whatever the emotional control, will be one of the very happiest person. Please visit this site. This is very interesting. So friends, you have to device. You have to use very sensibly and very wisely. You can do everything from smart link, smart glasses to all your smart fingers, where it will pick up a lot of body signals. Something of future. This is called as a Omni-Op. This is Withings smart mirror. You stand in front of the mirror and it will tell you so many biological parameters. This must be something cardio analysis, your body composition analysis. Absolutely amazing. There is a boxing bin which is there, which will fight with you as far as your capacity is concerned. Now, last part and last question: is AI a companion or a competitor? Whether it is a friend or foe? Will it undermine my personal connections and eventually push aside or replace a physician? Friends, the answer is no. We Indian doctors are very good in communication and having empathy with the patient. So we have heard so much about AI and digital technology. The question is from where you should learn and where to learn. Put in your Google, you will get such a big amount. The editorial I talked to you, but this was one monograph, digital technology in clinical practice. I can send you a PDF of that. It's a very basic one. It is in 3 years back, but still something making sense of it. He is Dr. Sagar Sinha, my student, and nowadays intensivist and head in MGM Hospital. Don't forget to visit this site, NEJM AI. And I've got a great author of this book, Bharat Saboo here. He has written a fantastic book, Decoding Artificial Intelligence for Physicians. If you are at an institute, you go for NEJM AI's digital registration. These are the other top 10 journals: Nature Machine Intelligence to Lancet Digital, and there's a journal of Medicine and Artificial Intelligence. You can imagine there's a huge amount of inflow in the academic world. Unfortunately, in India, there is very low intensity AI research. It is indexed by H index. My aim is with this type of things, we can definitely increase our index from 100 of India to 413 of USA. This was the thing which I was talking about. In 1950, the medical literature doubling time was 50 years. In 2020, it was 73 days. And as on today, it is few hours. This is absolutely amazing to know. You cannot go for this. So you have to be in touch with books like this, like what Bharat has written, and you can even buy it also. We have got a certificate course on artificial intelligence in medicine. There is an organization called as the Doctors AI. Alok also is running 2 very good WhatsApp groups, very good inputs. Friends, I stop here, but I cannot stop and without acknowledging all my friends from 1974 batch, Mirrors Medical College, and my organizations, my family, my teacher, Dr. R.D. Lele, Dr. Sortur, Dr. Sanpur, and those who are orthopedic surgeons here, cannot forget this person, Dr. G.S. Kulkarni. So be optimistic, informed, empowered, futuristic, utteral, and determined to build a bridge of knowledge and AI in clinical medicine. Friends, I'll be very happy to answer any of your questions. Please stay connected with us. I practice art of giving. It all depends what you want and what you want to use. This science is so fast going that nobody can say that I know everything. So let us be in touch with each other. And thank you very much for your patience, time, and Alok for your opportunity to give me Supriya, Navneet, Prashant.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Now I know really why Alok referred to you as the Bhishma Pitamaha of AI in medicine. Really very, very impressive. And I must say, your students are so lucky they are getting Bal Kadu of AI right from their studentship. I really wish we had teachers like you who brought us in, face to face with the realities of AI. Really beautiful presentation. We are all very speechless. And thank you, Alok, for bringing such an august faculty on our dais today. Let's now
Supriya,
proceed with
I keep running into sir on airports. We have our AI repertory on the airports. And the reason I call him Bhishma Pitam is not only because of the vast, profound knowledge, but he is vastly humble also. For his age and his
very
repertoire,
true.
he's very humble and very down to earth. So I really respect him.
And I really love that art of giving, sir. That's such a
Yes.
wonderful idea. Everybody wants to learn the art of living. I wish we could all learn the art of giving, and I think we must stay in touch with sir for more information and knowledge on this sphere. And seeing sir's dedication, I will like to now, couple of lines I would like to dedicate to sir and all our
1 minute, 1 minute. It's almost 300 delegates still here, but
yes.
appreciate the captain. The Alok we have picked up in API and we were, हमको चांडाल चौकडी बोलायचे सगळेजण. आम्ही 4 डॉक्टर्स होतो. मी आलोक, एक आमचा सागर सिन्हा आणि भाई मंगेश नाईक. Every API, every ICP, we used to have that workshop of AI. और पब्लिक बोलते थे क्या पागल है, क्या तुम दिखाओगे, क्या क्या कब सुनाएंगे, and they were not knowing how to calculate EGFR. And that time you imagine, आलोक को पूछा ना कि तेरा स्लाइड्स किधर है, sir, I don't need slides. And he was having everything managed through his mobile, and the audience, like an idiot, they were not knowing from where the slides are coming. He was doing everything active through his mobile. So that is the
Yes, sir,
beauty of it.
I have been witness to that phenomenon of Alok presenting through his mobile. And like I said, all of us in front of artificial intelligence looking like stupid humans.
No, it is not artificial, it is augmented. It is assistive intelligence. Okay, advanced.
Agree.
Thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir.
I'm in the meeting, but I'm switching my camera off and audio off. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So let us proceed with the panel discussion. But before that, let us invite the boss of today's show, Dr. Alok Mody, and of course, all our esteemed faculty for a wonderful panel discussion.
Just 1 second, Supriya. Sir, you need to give me back my host rights. Otherwise, I cannot run the show. Kulkarni, sir, if you can transfer the host rights to me.
Okay. So, Kulkarni, sir, you are requested to do the needful.
Kindly transfer the host rights back to me.
In case sir is not on board, you can
No, sir is not yet transferred. Sir, ते माझं नाव क्लिक करा, राईट क्लिक करा आणि होस्ट बनवून द्या मला प्लीज.
सरांना कॉल करणार तर
नाही ते आहे ना, ते ऐकताय. सर इज ऑलवेज ऍक्टिव्ह 24/7. कुलकर्णी सर, काइंडली मला होस्ट राईट्स द्या, नाही तर आय कॅनॉट रन द फर्दर शो. एक मिनिट.
Yeah, I think we can call him.
Yeah, I'm just calling him.
So maybe we should ask our AMC platform to become wiser like all our faculty here, and next time make sure there is some facility where multiple co-hosts can exist
host
so
बनूंगा
that
ना
you
मैं
don't have to keep
कल
transferring rights from one to the other, and 2 or 3 people can host the show at the same time. So that we save on time and a lot of headache.
I am sure,
So meanwhile,
Supriya, I am sure you're wondering how you can make the best use of AI to physically attend AMC meetings.
absolutely, I'm thinking of becoming a clone. So yes, let us now proceed. Meanwhile, with the panel discussion, and like Kulkarni sir said, Chandal Chokadi. So I would like to dedicate this Chandal Chokadi with a few lines.
Supriya,
कि ना है जरूरत सितारों की.
give me a
Yes,
minute.
sir.
I want to make Alok host. I want
Please
to
do,
make.
sir. Please do.
Do you have
Yes.
the controls? Because I'm not seeing the
Hello,
control
can
of
you just
तुम्हाला
walk me through
तुमच्या नावानं
through
राईट
it?
क्लिक करा बघा. Go to
Okay.
the participants at the bottom. You click on that, look at the panelist. You will find your name there. Just find my
Okay.
name, Dr. Alok Modi at the top. Right click and make me the host. That's it.
Okay. Make host. Yes.
Yes.
Done.
Okay, fine. So one second,
Okay,
I'll
so
get
now
the slides.
Alok is now become the host, and we are still the parasites. I think we'll just proceed with the program. Let's have the panel discussion. Navneet, will you please introduce all the panelists and moderator?
Yes, yes. I was thinking you were saying something. Chandal Chowkadi, but you were saying.
Yeah, but too much vyatyay, so I thought I'll just keep my mouth shut.
So, the moderator for today is none other than Dr. Alok Mody, a wonderful person who has, made sure that we could have this wonderful session on AI with such beautiful insights from such excellent speakers. So he's a highly accomplished physician, diabetologist, and healthcare technology leader, ranked top in MD Internal Medicine. He's fellow of American College of Physicians, Indian Society of Hypertension, Indian Association of Clinical Medicine and Diabetes, India. He holds advanced certification in artificial intelligence and data science from the American Board of AI and University of Massachusetts. Currently serves as an executive council member of American College of Physicians India chapter, member of ACP AI Committee, Executive Committee member of RSSDI Maharashtra chapter, member of an AI Committee of RSSDI Maharashtra chapter. He is Treasurer of Association of Medical Consultants and Lipid Association of India Maharashtra chapter for the term 25-26, one of the CEOs of Doc Yantra and Ship, two pioneering healthcare AI companies, and co-founder of Kerkar Hospital, a Center for Excellence in Metabolic Internal Medicine. His accolades include the ACP Intensivist Award 2024, Best Scientist of the Year, ISC 2023, Top Reviewer Award from Springer, RSSDI 2023, and recognition among Mumbai's top 10 diabetologists in 2019. He has authored more than 25 research publications, 6 international, contributed to key medical textbooks, and delivered over 20 scientific presentations at national and international forums. A certified AI and Microsoft Office trainer. Dr. Mody has appeared as panelist on NTV 24/7 and serves as a member of Mumbai High Court's Committee on Noise Pollution. Over to you, sir.
Thank you for the kind introduction. That was very kind of you. And a lot of this credit goes to our esteemed President, Dr. Rajeev, our Honorable Secretary, Dr. Prashant, for taking a lot of pains and literally pushing me to arrange this. And finally, it has taken shape. And I'm grateful to all the faculties who have committed themselves for the next 9 months. So there have been a lot of questions on the chat box. We will be taking you through this journey multiple times. We would be doing hand holding and teaching you people AI live. And after this is my presentation where I will be actually giving you the live demo. So far there was story. I'll show you the real practicality. Pardon my voice, it's quite hoarse. And before I start with the panel discussion, one thing what Kulkarni sir said about the Omni mirror, sir, you forgot one thing. It even tells you the mood of your spouse, whether she's angry with you or not. That also the mirror can tell you. Just a note for all the ladies and for all the husbands who are there. And just that's on a humorous note. There are AI chatbots which actually tell you whether your spouse is happy or not. Contact me if you want such a chatbot. We can help you. So now Dr. Prashant has to leave for a surgery. So I'll start with Dr. Prashant and I'll ask him his questions. So, Dr. Prashant, this would be related to your field of oncosurgery. Can you guide us and enlighten us about how is AI actually helping in planning cancer surgeries, especially in GI oncosurgery or GI oncology?
Thanks, Alok, for the question. And before that, because of all your comments, I just hope Alpa is not listening to all your conversations. Otherwise, I don't think you'll get entry back home. Anyway, coming to the question you asked me. See, as an oncosurgeon, I basically do all oncosurgeries, but I do specialize in hepatopancreatobiliary and gastrointestinal surgeries. So two questions which come to us before we decide the plan to operate is one, is it cancer? And the second thing is, if it's cancer, then what stage is it? So a lot of times we are caught into a minor arguments about whether a lesion is cancerous. Now, in oncosurgery, biopsy remains the gold standard to prove it's cancer and then move forward. However, a lot of times what happens is we are caught in that dilemma where a particular lesion cannot be biopsied. So in those situations, if there is something which can help us guide or give us an answer, there would be nothing better than like. And this is where AI comes in. Now, let's take an example of maybe a liver cancer, a small nodule, very deep-seated, close to a vessel between the portal vein and the IVC. Difficult to biopsy. So currently, the mechanisms we have are two blood tests, which is serum alpha-fetoprotein levels and serum PIVKA levels, which we use. Now, God forbid if both of these are also within the normal range or just above normal, you don't know how to deal with them. So if you have an AI algorithm, which can, because of the data, maybe millions of CTs data, which is fed into it, and it has learned to read the various characteristics of it, if it can give us with a certain authority that this is likely to be cancer and needs to be treated rather than observed, it would go a long way in treating the cancer early. So there are certain things in which AI will help in a liver cancer detection. It would be classified into, say, image analysis, so that it can detect and characterize liver lesions. It can do a feature extraction, the AI algorithm, as regards the lesion border, the texture, or the enhancement patterns. It can help in liver segmentation as to which segment of the liver it comes from. Sometimes it will help us in multimodal fusion, like it will read the CT image, the MRI image, the PET CT image, and gather all this information together and give you an analysis of what the lesion is likely to be. Add to it, if it gives you risk stratification as well as risk prognostication, you have all the information to you without actually conducting a biopsy in a very risky way. So AI does go a long way, especially to add, when it comes to imaging modalities, the man behind the machine is very important. So a junior consultant reading of it may vary from a senior consultant's. But if you have a standardization in the form of an AI algorithm, it would give us very accurate information in more patients. So that is how it really goes a long way in helping us.
Thank you, Dr. Prashant. You actually covered a topic by itself, which is actually a weekend session in AI and surgery conferences in a very eloquent manner. Thanks a lot. I know you're a busy practitioner and you have to leave. So I'll ask you one very basic, simple question, which will help everybody. Do you think there are AI tools which are based on mobiles, so they don't need any higher-end hardware? And do they assist your cancer patients after surgery? You have operated, the job is done. Generally, they say if the surgeon operates and leaves the OT, then it is left to the physicians. But then I know you're a very dedicated surgeon and you actually follow up on your patients. So do you use AI to monitor? Like, do you think it can help in recovery monitoring? It can help in the wound status. It can help in the symptom trendology. And do you think these things are not just for five-star hospitals, but they can also help in the rural area? What are your thoughts on that?
So I'll be honest, as of today, we are not using any AI tools, though there are a lot of tools which are in the making. But if we have such tools which can, in oncosurgery, we have set patterns of follow-up. Most cases, more often than not, we have a 3 monthly follow-up in the first 2 years, then maybe make it 6 monthly follow-up, or SOS whenever the patient get a symptom. The biggest drawback of having the diagnosis of cancer is the threat of recurrence. And if it does happen, you do want to pick it up at an early stage. Now, commonly we do blood test, maybe a X-ray, sonography, and rarely maybe 6 monthly or yearly a higher imaging modality like a CT or an MRI. Now, if you do a simple X-ray and if it can pick up a probable lesion or a USG and help the patient realize that something is not right, so I need to visit my doctor early, or it is not to be taken lightly, it would go a long way in improving the prognosis of the patient. But yes, these tools definitely help. They are a work in progress, and with time, they will definitely land up helping us a lot.
So that actually would like to tell the audience. So AI, understand one thing, what Dr. Prashant said is very right. AI is not here to replace you. Understand one thing, nobody can put your hand on the patient's shoulder and tell you, okay, I'll take care of you. No, AI can do that. It is an additive intelligence. It is an augmented intelligence. It can take care of a lot of issues which you cannot handle in your busy practice. It can help you in a big way. And if you can have a witness to how AI helps your mind, it's actually mind-blowing. In our diabetes field, we're using it very heavily. And you should see Dr. Prashant using it and getting very good results out of it. I won't take much of your time, Dr. Prashant. I know you're a busy surgeon.
No, I want to just add something to it. I want, because we are on the topic of replacing doctors, and I just had a newsletter recently about a robot without the use of humans performing a robotic cholecystectomy without any surgeon interference. So that is the beginning of a doctor not being there. But what I need to tell you is that, in all my patients who follow up, and when they are sending investigations, I encourage them to send it on mail so I can quickly read them and respond to them. But most patients land up coming to my clinic to show the reports, and I ask them why. And they say, doctor, I want to hear from your voice that everything is all right. I want to hear it from you that everything is all right. And talking to you gives me a lot of solace. So, and Dr. Kulkarni did mention about the empathy factor, I think, which is a huge factor in our profession, where the patient feels like talking to a doctor, conversing with him, the doctor giving him a kind ear, and that all makes the patient feel better when he leaves your consulting room. I think that is a very important factor. And, AI is, as of today, not close to replacing, but never say impossible. So we don't know what.
What you're saying is what we say in our AI parlance. It is a human in the loop and not the AI in the loop. And second thing, we all must realize that I treat an AI like an RMO, like an assistant. It's very difficult to get a qualified and an intelligent and a highly assistant they come at a huge price. AI comes in ChatGPT at just $20 per month, and believe me, it does a phenomenal amount of work. So I think we'll handle that, but then I want to leave you because you have to go. But thanks, Prashant, for a lot of inputs, and you've given fantastic inputs.
AI has to improve your efficiency and decrease your mistakes. I guess that's the shortest way to put it.
Absolutely, I agree with you. So now let's move to Dr. Rakhi. Dr. Rakhi, you spoke a lot about Code Blue and Code Cloud. And what I appreciated is you're doing it, you're not just talking through your hat, you're actually talking what you're doing. So you have done these things in your own hospital. So you're a witness to the entire audience ki, you're walking your talk कि आप खाली बोल नहीं रहे हो, आप करके दिखाते हो. So Dr. Rakhi, उस पे मुझे एक बात बताइए. Do you really think mobile technology can help in medical emergencies out of your own experience?
So far, actually, we have not added AI to doc, but my IPD paper is on doc. That, and even with the reports are there on the doc. That means if we associate it with the AI, that predictive analysis can be done, the summaries can be drawn, the images can be seen because links are there. So being on cloud, what I think the clinical team, it is not the world, but it is the clinical team which is viewing. That question answers session is done very well, and overing is very well, because no doctor, the morning doctor the RMO who is there in the morning is not there in the evening, and then that is not at the night. So what I have seen, that even my nursing staff have understood what is medicine all about. It is not just about taking the charts. It's about connecting the data and facts into that clinical part, and then doing what is to be done. So that decision part comes to the clinical people. And as far as doctors, and there are other teammates like reception, they are answering the questions to what Mediclaim company are asking. So somehow I feel that it's very interconnected. And if we make them understand this, it is not the doctor who is a clinician. It is the entire team who is responsible for the treatment of the patient. And what body speaks has to be converted into a document. And safety also matters.
So, जहाँ तक मैं समझ रहा हूँ डॉक्टर राखी, what you was trying to say is you need to move into the cloud. तो याद है हम जब छोटे थे तो हम clouds में रहते थे. We used to dream of chocolates in the cloud. We used to think of our future wife or husband in the cloud. We used to think of our medical degrees in the cloud. हम सातवें आसमान पे रहते थे और आज यहाँ पर बुलंदियों पे पहुंचे हैं. You are again taking us back to the cloud and you're telling us that the cloud is a much better place to stay. So you're giving us a lot of fairy tales, but I would like to tell the audience, Dr. Rakhi is not telling you a fairy tale. She's telling you a reality. She's living in the cloud and she's doing a better work sitting in the cloud. So next time you want to meet Dr. Rakhi and people like her, climb up, go to the cloud, and you will land up in Meera Bhinder and find her in real life operating in a very nice manner. Thank you, Dr. Rakhi. That was handled very nicely. Please don't
Hello,
go away.
can I just say something? I can just say something.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Let me put it on record. Really, Dr. Rakhi has been instrumental in making our hospital a digital hospital, and sooner or very soon we'll be incorporating artificial intelligence also in our software. And believe me, this software is not purchased. We have developed it in-house, We have developed it in-house in the hospital. And my son, he is also doing he's in fourth year engineering now. He has also helped us a lot. And the real crux of the matter is, now what I have realized, people are spending lakhs of.
People, can you hear me now? Yeah, nowadays I've seen for this digital platforms, people are sending lakhs of rupees, So if you are able to educate yourself and your staff, that is what we did, we took up a high-end course where all our staff and people could get educated, and then we could develop it, So this will really help in the long run, because I've realized per user they charge 10,000, 12,000 rupees per user per month, and that is really very high. The actual cost of the technology is not that much what these software companies are charging. So I would, through this artificial intelligence workshops also, we will also try to, educate you on how to utilize Google apps and Google Sheets and Google Forms to the best of your ability, and so that you can use them in your practice and get the benefit out of it. And actually, you can digitalize your hospital, That's all.
Thank you, President sir. That is the idea. So I would be taking these topics in the future. So आप दोनों का invitation अभी वापस आना बाकी है, because we want demos from you. And Rakhi madam, please don't leave the scene, because I need to pickle your brains once again. And just to add on this, थोड़ा सा मैं भी appreciation का भूखा हूँ. तो what I just wanted to say is that कि मेरा hospital भी, I have made it entirely digital and I handle it from the cloud. So no matter which country I am, I can run the entire networking and my entire hospital software. Everything from scratch has been created by me, and that is the reason my wife is very happy with me. So now, coming to Dr. Aashish, and before we go ahead, I would like to tell the audience we've got a lot of questions. I've tried to answer some of the questions to the best of my ability, but there are a lot of questions which I would be giving. So please don't go away. You're the most important part of today's program. So we would be coming to you once I am spoken to the panelists. So, Dr. Aashish, one very basic question, very simple things I want to ask you. What are the 3 simple ways a doctor can start using their Android phone more effectively in day-to-day practice? But before we go to that, I think the President sir has raised his hand. Would you like to say something?
No, my mistake, by mistake.
Okay. So, Aashish, just 3 simple things, एक normal आदमी mobile use करता है to talk to his patients, his friends, his wives, his husbands, and wife and husband. So what are the 3 simple ways you recommend that they can use Android phone right now after this meeting in their own clinical practice? Basic 3 simple things. Aashish, can we have you unmute? I think.
Sorry. Hello.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Aashish. Would you like me to repeat?
Alok, repeat करना यहाँ पे Yeah, because reception का गड़बड़ है रे इधर. बोलना. Hello.
I've asked you a very simple question. Abhi, people have attended today's session and your session was fabulous. So let's get into the practicality of this. What are the 3 simple tips you would like to tell your audience that they can start using that Android phone right after this workshop in their clinical practice, besides using it as a walkie-talkie? 3 basic simple tools that you can just tell your audience they can start using right now from 6 p.m. onwards.
Okay. So, as far as a few apps which are concerned, which will be very, very useful in the clinical practice, one app which I have been using is called as IKE, IKE. So that is probably not available on the Play Store, but you can take it from, you can just Google it. IKE as an app will help you to, IKE as an app will help you to keep a note of all the surgeries that you have done at various hospitals. तो पेशेंट का नाम और उसके बाद में वो कितना पेमेंट कहाँ से लेने का है, कहाँ से पेंडिंग है, क्या है. It is a wonderful app which and multiple, say for example if I am going to 25-30 hospitals, तो सबका एक ही पेज पे आ जाता है कि कहाँ पे मैंने कौन सा सर्जरी किया है, पेशेंट का नाम और उसके पेमेंट्स आए नहीं आए. Once the payment comes, I can just tick it up like that. So that is the app which is called as iKey. The second app which I would recommend is A-Calendar. A-Calendar is one of the best calendar apps where you can schedule your surgeries or your events and everything. And I'm using it. I can click a photograph also of the consulting paper that I have written or the MRCP or MRI reports. वो सब उसके अंदर ही आ जाता है when I book my OT. Plus, if I input a phone number along with it, then I can directly call the patient through that calendar itself. So patient को मुझे फोन करने बोलना है कि तुम 1 घंटा जल्दी आओ या लेट आओ, तो वो कैलेंडर के थ्रू ही मैं उसको फोन करके बोल सकता हूँ. So that is the second app which is very useful, called as A-Calendar. Okay. And the third most useful app which I tell everyone to use is SMS Organizer. It is from Microsoft. It is one of the good apps where all your SMSs are made into completely different folders, जहाँ पे transactions अलग आ जाते हैं, banks के personal अलग आ जाता है और promotions अलग आ जाता है. So it makes life much more easier to use that. And plus it can also give you copy paste. तुम कुछ एड्रेस किसी का डॉक्टर का है तो उसका कॉपी पेस्ट करके रखोगे तो आप उसको पिन कर सकते हो and directly you can just click on that and send it as an SMS. So these are the 3 apps. If you start using from now itself, you will be very, very happy to use it.
Okay, that was very nice. Kulkarni sir, a very basic question to you, something which is very relevant and a very burning question. Are doctors legally responsible if they use AI apps? So suppose your patient lands up in a trouble, if you're using an AI, will you be caught or will the company which is making the AI be caught, or the patient will not be able to do anything about it?
Yeah. First of all,
Kulkarni sir, are you there?
The doctor who is using the app, whatever the system, and the legally and ethically the final responsibility lies with the treating doctor. Even in publications, you have to tell that we have used which component of AI for what process. If there is any harm resulting by blindly following an AI suggestion, doctor may be liable. So always verify the AI inputs and documents with your clinical reasoning, as everybody's mindset is that it is augmenting our intelligence. It is not replacing our intelligence. And even right now, neither the government is clear. See whether you want to use as an app as a therapy. There is something called as a software as a medical device. There is a way in which you can use some algorithm as a medical device. It is not clear till today in the Indian settings, but ultimately the responsibility is with the medical professionals, 100%. There is no alternative.
I'll just add over there, these are called as healing algorithms. 2 things which are coming up. There is a WHO paper and I've just published a paper. It should be out in the public domain in the next 1 month. We'll have to watch the RSSA journal when my article is coming up. There are 2 things which the audience should know is about the consent. So now a lot of doctors are yet using ChatGPT to treat their patients and diagnose and do many things. Like recently I had a patient with normal ECG and a normal echo, and not even a chest pain, but a vomiting sensation, but uncontrolled diabetes. And I thought that this is an inguinal equivalent. The relatives went to 3 cardiologists who told them nothing has to be done. And I said, no, this doesn't look normal to me. The AI tool which I use diagnose this ECG as a non-STMI. And there are enough tools in the market which have shown very conclusively that the top end cardiologists in the planet are not able to pick up MI, which AI can pick up because a human eye cannot go beyond a flat line. I won't go into the technical details of that. That patient did turn out to be a non-STMI. He underwent 2 stenting. They were 100% block on the right coronary, 90% block in the left main, and around 40% block in the left obtuse marginal. And this is just 1 week back from my own hospital. So AI does play a role. So the point I'm trying to make is, remember one thing, tomorrow a day will come where a patient can take you to court telling you, did you take my consent before you use AI? Secondly, the other side of the story, that if you're not using AI and you're missing a diagnosis, like in this case, if I didn't use AI, I would have lost an infarct and you would have landed up in complication. Again, you would be answerable. What gives you the right not to use an AI? So this is yet in the infancy stage. It is being discussed very heavily. Laws are coming up. There are certain laws in US and UK as we speak today. India is one of the 20 countries in the Asia subcontinent which has been appointed as a leader to frame guidelines on AI. Like Kulkarni sir said, it is yet considered as a device and not an independent talkative by itself. But a day will come where you would be answerable for using or not using AI. It's a big topic. Please watch this because I'm going to keep one session only on ethics of AI. Now, coming back to Rakhi, madam. Madam, a very pointing question towards you, a very simple and a very basic question. You have done a phenomenal work. I have done some work in my hospital. There are doctors like Kulkarni sir who are converting their clinical practice into AI-based clinical practice. But many of the people are not doing it. They are scared. Why do you think there is a barrier? What do you think is a barrier which is preventing clinicians from becoming engineers also? When doctors are supposed to be lawyers, judges, chartered accountants, statesmen, marketing guys, you know what I mean? What is preventing them from becoming engineers also? What are the barriers?
So it is the fear. इन सिंपल भाषा में हम डॉक्टर लोग डरते हैं थोड़ा सा अपने कंफर्ट जोन से बाहर निकलने में. And COVID had proved it. During COVID, 2 years I was almost stranded at home. Being a surgeon, surgery नहीं आता था, and my husband didn't want me to sit over there. The first thing was कि मैं bill कैसे देखूं. My few of the staff told कि हमें आना नहीं है. So there came कि how can software we had. How can the software be relayed at home? So it is the need, sir. Need of the hour. So it's not a choice. Our customers have become smart enough. अब सर कस्टमर में 60 years का कस्टमर भी देखते तो वो अपने मोबाइल पे अपनी रिपोर्ट दिखाता है. We are not familiar with QR codes. The whole world is using QR code to spread communication message. So it is we and it is we only, and conferences like this and the people like you who will promote doctors कि बाहर निकलो अपने shell से. Take help of your children. They are very smart. I know last night I had 50 slides, to be very true, and I was not prepared. My son sat with me और वो आधा घंटा मुझे लेके बैठा and slide by slide he said, मम्मी पहले आप मुझे 10 आप बोलो 10 seconds में आपका हो जाएगा, नहीं होने वाला है. You have to cut down 20 slides. So our children are our seniors in this. We hesitate to ask. So barrier is nothing but thinking कि ये नहीं होगा, AI नहीं आया. Things have come up. People are using it. Non-medico females are using this for giving a message, birthday greetings. But we are not using it for our customer. So it is happening in real time. The things are happening in real time. So थोड़ा एक घंटा, because now there's not much to study in our domain. आता है. The problem is वो आता तो है, but communication is a very big important part. Communication with the customer, communication with the team, communication. So communication and documentation. So these are the two very essentials, and we are working 24/7, and all is not happening in front of us. The barrier is only self. So we have to run such, and we have to just keep जो आज का पूरा सारांश है वो अगर वीडियो पे आ जाएगा तो other people will we are hesitating, sir, to believe that we are ignorant in some part. We think that no, we are not ignorant, but patient have become smart enough. They are smarter than
To
me.
summarize what you're saying is, Navneet, Supriya, and everybody in AMC, please know it is said that behind every successful man there is a woman. So you know, Dr. Rajeev, president के पीछे किस woman का हाथ है and what is making him so successful and efficient and performance wise. So you can see the mentor behind him sitting right in front of you. And जो मेरे साथ लागू होता था, मुझे मेरी वाइफ से शादी करनी थी तो मैं कूद पड़ा, कर डाली, and I'm happy. So आप जो कहना चाह रहे हो, fall in love with AI, get married to AI, and believe me, you will not regret it. Correct? So
Yes.
that's the solution. So get married to AI. Coming back to Dr. Aashish, no, let me come back to Dr. Kulkarni. Sir, very basic question to you. There is something called as hospital. You know, corporate hospitals are not taking your opinion; they're doing it on their own. What are your views on it? We don't have much time, sir. I need to take questions from the audience also. I've cut down a lot of questions. Just quick 1, 2, 3. What steps, according to your hospital leaders and CEOs, should take before they push AI in the clinical decision support system in their corporate hospitals?
Yeah.
Just quick 1, 2, 3, sir.
Hello. Yeah. There are very few basic but very important steps which should be followed. Number one, that you should establish a AI review committee. Don't do it alone. Don't do with a single person thing. Please use only validated tool in the real settings or validate the tools in your setting that it works into. Suppose if you are putting up some risk calculator in your EHR, use it upon 5, 10, 50, 100 people, and then it comes to your satisfaction. Please train your staff on limitations. They must know what are the limitations. If you are calculating eGFR in a very thin person, then CKD API eGFR will be misleading. And these 3 documents, consent, feedback, and documentation, these protocols must be built in that AI protocol, whatever the workflow you're on. And what should be the things? They should be within ethical and legal implications. This need to be reviewed repeatedly. And what should be the final thing? That AI tools should complement and not complicate the workflow. They should not obstruct the way. नहीं तो patient बोलता है, सर ये पहले का सिस्टम अच्छा था, इसमें बहुत ज्यादा एंट्री करना पड़ता है. But here it is giving you immediate responses. It is reducing your typing work that you have to tell. So Alok, these 4 things, I think they are very important as far as implementing the
So you are very pertinent and
any
very
AI
right.
thing in your day-to-day.
So very pertinent, very rightly answered. So thank you very much. One last question to Dr. Aashish. Dr. Aashish, we don't have much time. Very quick answer. Are there some apps on Android which can convert your practice to paperless? Just 1, 2, 3, 4 quick answer. What apps would you recommend which can make your life easy and paperless? Dr. Aashish, are you there? I think he's left. So fine, I'll answer the question on his behalf. You have Scan PDF, you have Microsoft Lens, you have iOS PDF. There are a lot of apps which are available, which you can use to download and take images of any paper or any document and save it in the cloud, which is there with you permanently. There are certain apps. One thing you all should know, that any photo that you click on your mobile is automatically stored in Google Cloud. So you never lose your memory. So people feel they've lost their precious photos. You never ever lose them. If you're buying the mobile made by Google, which is Pixel, or if you're buying a subscription of Google One, then you can store your photos in full potency of 10 megapixel and 20 megapixel. Otherwise, it is stored in a very low potency, but it is there. So you can go back 20 years now also on your Google Drive, and you can see your photos sitting over there. And that is one of the reasons your Google Drive is getting overfull. So learn to get out those photos and clean your Google Drive. So now that is something we will cover later. So you can use a QR scanner. I run my entire visiting card on a QR code, my entire Facebook, my entire LinkedIn, my entire digital social media handles. And I've got some, say, 5,500 followers on LinkedIn, some 7,000 followers on Facebook. I handle all of them with a single QR code in a very pragmatic and a very successful manner. So there is a lot of work you can do paperless actually. Now, before we go ahead, there are a lot of questions which I think we're running out of time, but we need to look at the audience. Audiences has got some very intelligent questions. So before we go ahead, Dr. Navneet and Dr. Supriya, and maybe President Sir can help me over here. Maximum questions are, how will they come to know when they will get their MMC points? That is one. And second, when will the YouTube channel be uploaded and how will they get to know that this entire recording is going on YouTube? And how will they get access to that link? So can anybody answer that?
Yeah.
These two
So as
questions?
far as MMC point is concerned, automatically in a week's time it will be uploaded on MMC website after making the necessary payment, because we have to take signature of the president and the observer. So that takes around 3 to 4 days, and it will be uploaded on the MMC website. From there, automatically it will be credited to your MMC account. So you can just log into your MMC page and you can check. You will see it maybe after 2 weeks. Now, how much time does MMC take it to put it on your name? That point I do not know, but normally it takes 15 days to 1 month. But we will do it in the next 7 days because we have back-to-back programs lined up. So if you don't submit the first MMC credit point to MMC, they hold on to our next point. So that is the reason why all the people who have attended today and who have paid, they will get their points to MMC. The details will be sent to MMC in the next week. As far as YouTube is concerned, once we get this recording on Zoom, we will try to segregate the lectures individually, because if we put it as a 3 hours YouTube, then it may not help. So individually, in the name of the doctor or the speaker, we will try to make small videos of their talks, and we will try to post it and on our AMC YouTube. But that should take at least 2 weeks time.
Thank you, President Sir. That was nice.
Okay, thank you.
A couple of questions here which are...
Alok, I got a suggestion
Yeah.
to make individual videos rather than putting a big 2 hours video. And before we close, Alok, I will like to talk on one very important subject, what is called as a regulation, and how you should balance innovation with regulation. And what is the end? It is the patient safety. See, it has been said that how much you know, that is not important. But if you can connect the dots with the help of your knowledge and experience, that is the solution. So you have got AI solutions, you want your patient safety, you want to be with a regulated framework, and you are crazy of innovations. So we still don't have a dedicated digital health regulation body, but there should be guidelines for validation, explainability, and local retraining that is important. And there is a P4 partnership, that is a public, private, and pilot studies partnership for the safe adaptation. And regulation must encourage innovation without compromising ethics. So what ultimately it comes on a SWOT analysis. So if you know the strength of an app or an instrument, then you should know the opportunities. So combine the strength and opportunities and avoid the weaknesses and threats. So it completes your SWOT analysis, and you will be in a position to connect much more threads and the points in our day-to-day practice with the help of the programs what today AMC has conducted. I think I am really very happy to be part of it right from beginning. And Alok, I congratulate you and your whole team of AMC who has done this fantastic job. Rajeev and everybody, great job. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. This is from my side.
Thank you, sir. The credit and the compliment should go to our President, Dr. Rajeev Agarwal, for taking this initiative, and our Honorary Secretary, Dr. Prashant. A lot of thanks goes to Dr. Navneet, and Dr. Navneet is a program committee chair, and she has taken a lot of efforts and she has helped me through and through to get the organization moving. So I'm really grateful to all three of them for this meeting. And there are a couple of questions here which are specific for each speaker. So I suggest let it go to the office. Maybe we can send mail to individual speakers that they can answer, because it will be a lot of discussion if I take each question personally over here. And now the topic which is remaining is coming to understanding basics of AI, which I'm supposed to take. So we have half an hour left. So do you want me to take that topic, because I would be covering real life demos here? Or do you want us to take it for Dr. Kulkarni sir has just now suggested? I don't mind if Dr. Kulkarni takes. So what is your, whatever you all say, do you want me to take the next topic, or do you want Dr. Kulkarni sir to take?
I think, Alok, you please take your topic.
Okay, so there are some personalized questions here. So I think we can handle it on an individual level, because some of them are asking for names of apps and other things which
That I
we
will
can
share.
have it through this.
I am going to share the whole presentation and the names of the app and the utility of the app.
Office can send those questions to individual speakers and we can handle it over there. Okay, so now
Yes.
my topic is basically understanding the basics of AI. So just give me a minute while I
Sir, the
open
individual
my...
speakers can answer the questions on the Zoom platform also, so that those who have questioned, maybe we can send it to them again. But that is not always possible. So that is the reason why whoever knows the answers, please write it in the chat box or the question answer so that it is answered automatically.
So should I take it right now?
Yeah.
No, you
No
continue with your
problem.
lecture. Whoever is the speaker, he will answer his questions addressed in the question answer or the chat bot. That is what I want to say.
Okay, understood. Fine. Just 1 second. I'll just start my PowerPoint. Just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. My PowerPoint is getting loaded. Okay, so I hope you can see my PowerPoint. Is it visible?
Yes,
my
it is
PowerPoint
visible.
visible?
Yes, it is visible,
Okay, so
Alok.
let's understand what is artificial intelligence. I would not be reading any slides, it's just to guide you because I'll be talking on my own. So basically understand one thing, this is intelligence. Just as you are intelligent, your children are intelligent, your colleagues are intelligent, this is actually intelligent. It can understand what you're trying to say. Believe me, if you work with it, you'll realize. And just as an intelligent person can make a differential diagnosis, since I'm a physician, we can diagnose mitral stenosis or mitral regurgitation or call it a mixed lesion. We can pick it up as an infarction or a non-infarction. Even AI can make mistakes like we make mistakes and can give you differential diagnosis and different outcomes of everything. So it's not a very easy job. If you learn how to train AI, it makes a lot of difference. And second thing I will tell you is something called as prompt engineering. What is prompt engineering is how you deal with your AI. So suppose you're head of the unit or you're running a department of medicine or surgery or gynec. You have assistants working under you who are highly knowledgeable because they've got admission in your college, which you don't get admission to unless you've got a lot of high marks in your 12th standard or qualifying exam. So they're really intelligent. But different people give different answers, and what kind of questions you ask will generate the answers. So what kind of questions you ask AI will generate the answer. So that is called as prompt. So how do you generate the right prompt makes a hell lot of a difference in what kind of answers you get from ChatGPT or Grok or Perplexity or Claude, which are the generic LLMs that you use nowadays. What is generic? What is LLM? I'll just cover in 2 minutes. So these are the AI tools that we all use. And if you don't know how to use a right prompt, you'll get a wrong answer. That in technological parlance is called GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. You ask a wrong question, you'll get a wrong answer. It's also called as a hallucination. So you get a lot of wrong answers because you do not ask the right prompt. So to give you an example of what is prompt engineering in Mumbai today, if you go for a job and if you're very well trained in prompt engineering, you can earn as much as 5 lakhs to 15 lakhs per month. And I'm not throwing through my hat. People are making that much money. And I'm telling all my colleagues, learn AI and stop practicing medicine because this will give you more money tomorrow. And this is the future tomorrow. What is prompt engineering? I'll just tell you in brief before I go ahead. So when I was giving my exams for the American Board of AI, and when I was giving my exam for the Massachusetts University, our capstone project was, I had to create a project because of which they decided whether I'm fit to get a degree certificate of AI or not. So Uber and Ola were running their cabs, right? Certain days have more volume, certain drivers have a higher rating, certain passengers are more loyal, certain seasons have less drivability, certain roads have got less traffic. So my job was to create a solution which would give maximum business acumen to Uber or Ola. So I have to decide the driver and the cabs and the roads and the passengers which would give maximum business to Uber and Ola, depending upon how I use the prompt, that data which they gave me, which convert into business. So if I don't do that, they will not make profit and I will not get my 15 lakhs. So now you understand the role of data science and prompt engineering. So to translate it into your practice, like let's say Dr. Supriya has got a huge practice. She has got a lot of patients coming for delivery. Dr. Navneet has got a huge practice. She's got a lot of patients coming for delivery. Caesars are being done, normal deliveries are being done. So all these patients, Dr. Rakhi is operating left, right, and center. But which patients are coming, which patients are less compliant, which are more compliant, which are paying money, which are not paying money. If you can tune all this into a good prompt and use AI to decide the business analytics of your clinic, you can change the dynamics of your business from A to Z. That is called prompt engineering, and that is the basic of artificial intelligence. What is LLM? LLM stands for large language model. So basically, what is LLM? LLM is a collection of information. So when you're using ChatGPT, Grok, or Claude, and Perplexity, these are collection of information which lies in the cloud called as Microsoft Azure. So this is a ton of information which is lying right from the days internet searches had started. And these engines have covered more than 70 million pages of information which is lying in Google. So this is stored in a cloud called as Microsoft Azure. Obviously, Microsoft is a baby behind it. And when you put in a prompt, it looks into all that, uses the algorithm to analyze it, and gives you the answer that you need. So that is where a chat GPT or a Claude or a GPT or a AI works. Now, these are called as generic AIs because they do not give you the right answer. To give you an example, there was a time when the current president of United States, whenever you would type the word idiot on a Google, his photo would creep up. And Sundar Pichai was called and he was put in a lot of trouble. And I'm talking all this because this is in the public domain. So I'm entitled to talk about it. And he was pulled up and he said, I cannot help it because people have labeled him like that. So my Google search engine picks him up whenever you type the word idiot. Now that has been physically removed by Google. So whatever you ask may not give you the right answer because the generic AIs pick up information from any internet search. So if you ask him to pick up an ECG diagnosis, you can get a wrong answer because it can pick up any answer. So when those LLMs are crystallized, when they are tailored to access only medical journals, then the answers you get will be extremely accurate. So those LLMs are specific for medical science. So you should not use ChatGPT and other generic LLMs for doing any kind of thing. So the kind of solutions that me and my colleagues are creating have got LLMs which are trained on medical literature and not general knowledge. That's very important when you're using ChatGPT or Perplexity or Claude, that you can get wrong answers because these are general LLMs. I won't go into that. This is the history of AI. You can go through my slides. Let's not waste time on this. So the crux of AI is data. Data is oil. Data is money. If there is no data, there is no AI. The problem in India is we do not share our data. Your clinic data is not shared by the government. My data is not shared by the government. Your data is on one EHS. My data is on another EHS, and we cannot talk to each other. So when all these data get starting to talk with each other, which is going to be a reality when you get ABHA. Now, what is ABHA? ABHA is the health Aadhaar card, which is going to be launched by the government very soon. Just as your insurance is making a lot of waves today, they are making protocols which are very tight on nursing homes and hospitals. ABHA will ensure that the data of one patient moves to the other hospital. So let's say my patient comes to Dr. Rajeev for a second opinion, goes to Dr. Rakhi for a third opinion, Dr. Prashant for a fourth opinion, and Dr. Kulkarni for a fifth opinion or a sixth opinion. My data that moves some 20 files, Dr. Kulkarni sir won't have the time to go through those 20 files. AI will crystallize all that in probably a 1 or 2 page document, which is going to be very scientifically and accurate, and he will get the information, and the patient will have control on that data as to what information will be released to which patient, which doctor. And this whole thing will be linked to a single Aadhaar card, which is your health Aadhaar card, which is called as ABHA. It is very much in existence. I have created my own ABHA card. You're also encouraged to do it. Within a year or two, when insurance companies will get on this bandwagon, your hospital and your data will be compulsorily based on ABHA. So that is the data. And then you have algorithms which analyze that data through prompt engineering, generate the answers, optimize the answers, and give you the results. This is called as Gen AI. What is Gen AI? Is generative AI. What that means is computers talk in binary 1001 and all that. Generative AI will pick up any input that you talk, your language. So you can put in a video, an audio, a photo, whatever you want in ChatGPT. It can generate a photo, a video, or an image back to you, not in words. So you can write, me and my wife would like to enjoy the evening at the banks of River Ganges at 5 p.m. in the lovely evening of October 2025. It will actually generate a video based upon the inputs you give, and those videos are remarkably accurate and very nice. That is the power of Gen AI. That's why it's called as generative AI. Now, when you're reading a book, you go through some 500 pages. Many of them have got similar words like and, the, a. So there are a lot of sentences which are similar. You're wasting a lot of time reading that. So if you pile up all those sentences and make it as one common bucket, and then see what is not there. So all that can be transformed into a small level of knowledge that is called as transformer AI. So these AIs are using this technology, and that is why Chat GPT and other things are called as transformer AI. So this is the basic of machine learning. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning, which works at the roots of machine learning and gives you the outputs. Now, a couple of terms you should know if you want to work with AI. One is supervised learning, which is called as a label data. So now suppose I'm collecting data since I'm practicing medicine and diabetes. If I'm collecting data from my clinic like pulse, blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, to give you a basic example. So if I say 60 per minute, Chat GPT does not know the 60 per minute is a pulse or is it a heart rate? Or is it a oxygen saturation or a random blood sugar? So if I don't label my data, it is called as a unsupervised learning. If I label the data, it is called as a supervised learning. So the more supervised learning I give, I take out some 50,000 X-rays from my collection and ask ChatGPT to get trained on those X-rays. These 10 X-rays are pulmonary tuberculosis, these 20 X-rays are sarcoidosis, these 500 X-rays are probably some kind of cancer, sarcoma of the lung or something like that. It gets trained on it. And when I feed in the next X-ray, it will diagnose it. So when I tell you, no, you've diagnosed it wrongly, please re-understand. That is called as gamization because I give it some kind of benefit to do that. And that causes reinforcement. So you learn, unlearn, and relearn. So when you give a lot of training data and you teach that data to get relearned over a period of time, as you would have seen with yourself, ChatGPT and Grok, as they are working, they improve their efficiencies over a period of time. So that is called as labeled data or supervised data, unsupervised data, and reinforcement learning. Now, deep learning is something which is called as a neural network. As you see over here, these are neural networks. So just as your brains are full of synapses and neurons, where information flows from one neuron to the other, so similarly, algorithms share the data from one algorithm to the other. So there are levels of algorithm where data flows and they work like neurons. So you have certain called as liquid neurons, rapid neurons, restrictive neurons, unrestricted neurons. I won't go into too many technologies. So data flows from one layer of neurons to the other. The more layer of neurons you have, the more expertise and the more outcome you have. So the output gets decided on multiple layers of neurons that you create. So suppose I train a chat GPT to understand this animal as cat and this animal as dog. Over a period of time, when I put an image, a chat GPT will tell me this is a Persian cat, this is an Indian cat, this is not a cat, this is a dog. And the last answer will tell me it's neither a cat nor a dog, but I don't know what it is. So multiple layers of neurons can do that. Convolutional neural networks pick up at visual tasks. And let me tell you that AI is fantastic in image processing, histopathology, X-rays, radio imaging, breast cancer, CT, MRIs. They've shown their medal. They're doing fantastic work. To give you a simple example of triaging, so suppose you're going to see 500 MRIs in a day, which you cannot as a radiologist. It is impossible. You will at the most probably see 30 MRIs in a day, and that burns you out. It gives you X amount of finances. So suppose your models are trained and it can scan 500 MRIs and it will tell you, Dr. Supriya, these 50 MRIs are bad. The remaining 450 are normal. Don't waste your time on it. I've already seen them. You just see these 50 MRIs, give your diagnosis, reiterate what diagnosis I've given, and send your printout. I will take care of the printout. I will take care of mailing. I will take care of your budget. I will take care of your revenues. Just tell me what is the answer. So you're getting paid for 50,000 MRIs in less than 1 hour. The remaining 10 hours, you can move around and enjoy life. This is the example of convolutional neural networks. Another thing is these networks make mistakes. So as they learn from their mistake, they can retrain themselves. And these are called as liquid networks. So I'm just showing some words to you so that you can understand. I'm not taking in detail. We have covered AI, we have covered machine learning, we have covered deep learning. There's something you should know what is called natural language processing. What is that? Natural language processing is when you're typing on a keyboard, you're typing 1, 2, A, B, C, D. Now the computers talk in a binary language. So whatever you talk is a string of 0, 1, 1, 0, etc. So when you punch in A on your keyboard, it is like 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1 and all that. So it's a series of permutations and combinations of 0 and 1, which tells the computer what you have typed. Whereas in natural language processing, you can actually upload a video or an image, or you can talk to ChatGPT or your mobile in your language, and it gives the answer back in your language. So that is called as natural language processing, and the applications are huge. 50,000 patients' data, 5 million patients' data can be scanned by NLP, and data analysis can be done, articles can be produced, guidelines can be created, and so many things are being done today. I have written tons of paper because of NLP. Now, remember one thing, NLP has started questioning the way your medical guidelines have come. They have found faults with the standard huge guidelines saying that the analysis was wrong, and we are practicing evidence-based medicine. Tomorrow we are going into the era where we will not practice evidence-based medicine, we will practice data-based medicine. So it is the data which will decide what we do tomorrow, not what evidence you have in hand. So facial recognition, you can make out Israel hospitals are picking up COVID patients, fever patients at airports because of facial recognition. Digiyatra is an example on the airports. Your Digiyatra picks up whether it is you or not, and it has improved over a period of time. That is thanks to AI. Medical imaging, I just talked about. Google Cars is a huge example of autonomous navigation. Generative AI I've already covered. Expert systems I've already covered. Robotics and automation, Dr. Prashant has covered. Now let's move into further, and I would like to show you the proof of the pudding is in eating it. So I'll move further from here, and I will show you some real life examples. Now you can actually use AI in your real life. Now let me run some videos. Now this is a tax return, a dummy tax return of Mr. Ramesh. And see, this is a tax return, and see how generative AI helps you. So just watch this video while I'm having my tea, and you will see magic happening in front of you. So it has created you filed a tax return. You can do it yourself also. And once you file the tax return, it can tell you you're paying unnecessary taxes over here, you're paying less taxes over here. It can actually tell you that your tax returns are flawed. You need to correct your tax returns, and maybe you can save more money like this under this sections and so and so. And this is not to replace your chartered accountant, but to help you understand your tax returns and help your chartered accountant to give more power to you. This is what I call patient empowerment or client empowerment. I use it, you can also use it. Trust me, using it makes a lot of difference. Whether you're salaried or not, ChatGPT does make a lot of difference. Please be prepared that it can make mistakes, but your CA is meant for that. But believe me, it helps quite a lot. Let's show you another example. Now, this Dr. Rajeev will like, because here I'm talking about investments which Neha madam takes for us in our AMC. This is a very practical tool. You can think about your natural mutual funds and share market investments, intraday, bullion investments and all that. You can ask ChatGPT to go through the market today, where the bull is going, and you can start putting up your own data of your investments. It can actually guide you where your investments are going wrong and what should be the right investment for you. Of course, take it with a pinch of salt. I'm not asking you to follow it blindly and lose some 50 lakhs of rupees. No, but it can guide you very significantly and help you how to move your investments in a better circle. So it's just a way to do that. I'll show you some real life example. The PowerPoint that you saw by some of the colleagues in the beginning, and this PowerPoint which you're seeing is all made through AI, and I use Gamma. Many people have said I use Gamma, I use APTT, I use Beautiful AI, I use Dectopus, I use Microsoft Office Copilot, I use Canva. So I use Tome also. So I use some 20 filters of AI, 20 AI engines to create my PowerPoint. I get some 200 slides, and I use AI to pick out the top 40 slides. Believe me, I can prepare my entire presentation in less than half an hour. With that presentation, I go to an international conference and national conference, and I've won awards and I've come back. Such is the greatness of the slide. You'll ask me, what about the content? The contents are highly curated and very well done. with my input. Obviously, I don't blindly take what AI gives me, but it saves a hell lot of my time in creating slides for my presentations. And I'm practically giving presentations 2 to 3 times in a week. And my time is restricted, and I can create huge chunk of presentations through AI. So this is the kind of AI power tools. Dr. Rajeev, our president, had asked me to make one presentation for him. Last year, Dr. Vivek's presentation, which was at a national level, I'd created through AI and given him, and he got a good reception out of it. These presentations are very efficient, they're highly engaging, they're very effective, and they give you the designs which are unmatched and on this thing. And the beauty of the whole thing is they're highly automated, and you can put in your own subject matter, not depend on AI's matter, and you can modify the way you want with a simple prompt. Your whole slide changes. I won't go into the details because this would be a 1 hour workshop, which we can take some other day. But you can create a huge amount of AI presentations in a very fantastic manner. And these are really fantastic presentations. As you can see over here, this kind of a graphic you can't get on your own. And this whole graphic was created in less than 10 seconds. So the beauty of AI presentations are it is very personalized, it is very pointed, it is very focused, and it speaks your story. You can customize it to suit your personality, and it works very well. So I'll just show you very briefly how you can make AI presentation. This is basic chat GPT. You can just write in chat GPT, like kindly create a presentation here, 20-point slides on microalbumin, urea, and diabetes. So it gives you a sort of a chatbot. And wait, I'm going into, yeah. So it gives you sort of a method by which you can create the presentation. As you can see, the presentation is very simple, very generic. It gives the data, it creates a presentation for you, and the presentation becomes very simple like this. Now, what you all don't know is that Office itself has its own inbuilt AI, which is co-pilot by Microsoft. So the moment you do that, it reads the contents of the slide and gives you the image. Now, this kind of presentation is not presentable at a national or international level, but let Microsoft AI work on it, and you see how your presentation changes. See how beautifully it changes. See how nicely it changes. These are the slides you can go in a presentation and give it at a national, international forum. See how the hourglass has come for duration of diabetes. See how the tablets have come for risk factors. And so in 5 minutes, I can create my presentation, which is at a state level or a national level, and I can go and present it, and it comes out to be good. This is the second method which we people who tinkle with technology use. You can create a Visual Basic code. The entire office runs behind Visual Basic code. You can ask ChatGPT to write your code. Once you write your code, you can modify that code. And once you modify that code, the code is not, you don't have to know coding. So it is creating the code for yourself. You put that code in Microsoft PowerPoint in the developer tab, you open up a new module. And the moment you do that, bingo, your slides are ready in all its glory and beautiful. And believe me, all this you can do in less than 5 minutes. It's so simple and so beautiful. Now you can go for dedicated AI tools which are meant for this. So just as you have a surgeon, you have a physician, you have an ENT, you have a radiologist, these are dedicated AI tools which are meant only for PowerPoint. So I told you Desktop Plus, Gamma, Top AI, Pop AI, Beautiful AI, Tome, there are so many. They have their own advantages and disadvantages. As you can see, my account in Gamma has got more than 1,000 presentations because I keep presenting every week, and I've got tons of presentations which I create for a lot of my friends and for myself. And this is not to give you all a message to ask me to create a presentation from you, because I'm already overloaded. So this is the kind of presentation that you can create which are rich in graphics. And this is Tome. Tome gives you a huge amount of presentations which are absolutely fabulous. Now, another thing which I want to cover is biostatistics. Now, suppose you've got a data. Let's say Prashant has operated on 500 patients and he's got some data which he wants to publish an original paper on. So normally you reach the pharma companies who will get a statistician for you, or you pay 30,000 or 40,000 rupees to a statistician. He does the kind of graphics and analysis for you, and you do the biostatistics and you're ready to publish a paper. I can do all that in less than 5 minutes through an AI tool like GitHub or Julius AI. And I've published a lot of papers. I do fantastic biostatistics, and AI biostatistics are way beyond, because we can predict your 500 cases, how they would behave 10 years from now. That is called a silico analysis. That is not possible with any statistical tool. By using random forest or XGBoost or using SHAP techniques, I'm using some technical terms, you can crystallize your biostatistics into legitimate and international level statistics with graphs and figures, and they can give you a huge amount. So they can give you a huge amount of data. As you can see, I've created the graphical analysis, And I've created, one second, I went back. I've created, one second. I've created statistics which are actually going at international level where I can do all this. And these statistics are acceptable in real life by international journals. And am I talking through my hat because there is plagiarism, there is content of the statistics, and you can do this kind of work and you can actually create. Now, this was a statistic which I did when I was sitting at the airport. So you can see the background of airport noise. So unfortunately, that has not been removed by me. Now, am I talking through my head? These are the statistics which I'm actually doing. And this is the kind of tools which I'm using to write a research paper. Now, that's a huge topic. I won't cover that today. That's a big thing. You need to do research paper writing through AI, which is original, which is plagiarism free, which speaks your language, and which is acceptable by journals. You can actually undergo statistical analysis through that. And this is the kind of paper that I'm publishing through AI. So this is a paper which has just got published, The Race of Artificial Intelligence in Healthcare Competition and its Impact on Human Health. This journal has a rating of 4.5 to 5. It has got a huge citation index. It has just got published. This was an article which I published 1 year back, Relevance of Primary Care in India. This is an article which was presented by Dr. Bharat, Saboo, Dr. Harsh and me, the validation of Mitra, a GPT-based conversational model. And this is the one which has got the first prize in ADA just last month itself. So these are the kind of paperwork which we are doing through AI. This is a monograph which was released in Apicon. Kulkarni sir will tell you. This is our annual book, which is a highly sought after book. It's a huge monograph on pollution, which was released this year. And this was my chapter with Dr. Ketan Mehta on air pollution and cancer. The entire chapter has been written by me through AI. And these are the mails which I keep getting from the Dr. Anuj Maheshwari is the current president of RSSDI. These are the kind of mails that I get, and we practically write one chapter in a book or one paper in a week. So I'm contributing to that level through AI. That is the kind of AI use that I do. Now, I can just go on and on. It will be huge talks. I'll stop here. These are the 2 QR codes. You can join my WhatsApp group, like Kulkarni sir was saying. We use heavy AI discussions. We have Padma Shris. We have the big names. We have people from abroad. We have the father of AI abroad. We have huge names from Massachusetts, from Minneapolis, from Harvard and Boston in our group. We do a lot of videos. You can just click this QR code, join up, be a part of the movement, and pick up in a big way. This is about ethics. Everything is AI is not good. There are certain restrictions and limitations you should know. When you get married, you need to get married with responsibility. So certain concerns and vulnerabilities are there that you should be aware of, which I would be asking Kulkarni sir to take next week. This was just to tell you that AI is here to stay. Hop on into the bandwagon, learn AI. It is the future of tomorrow, and believe me, it will help you phenomenally and enormously. So I hope you can pick up some pointers. There's nothing like how do I learn AI? I have got trained by Massachusetts University and American board. Now, American board is a board that you give after your USMLE. So suppose I wanted to do MD medicine, I would clear the American board of internal medicine. So similarly, there's an American board for obstetrics and all that, by which you become a specialist in US and you get the license to practice that specialization. So there is an American board for artificial intelligence for healthcare providers, and I've cleared that exam. So I'm board certified by the American government on how to deal with AI, and I'm also certified by Massachusetts. I'm also on the way of clearing the IIT exams in AI, and this has helped me enrich my knowledge and help my colleagues learn AI, and I do implement it in my own real life in a very successful and a very pragmatic manner. These are some of the key figures of AI which have got a big name. They are big names and they help you learn AI. As far as you are concerned, don't worry, just get into ChatGPT, Grok, and all that. Don't worry about what will happen with my AI knowledge. It doesn't matter how much you know. Trust me, there is a lot to learn and there is a huge amount to go. This is ChatGPT. Let me show you. This is ChatGPT. This is Perplexity. This is Grok. This is Manus. And this is Claude. I'm using all of them at the same time with fabulous results. And the more you get into it, the more you will enjoy. It is not so difficult. It is very fabulous, worth enjoying, and you will have a very good time. So wish you all a lot of goodness. I hope you have a good time and you learn AI and become better than what you were so far. So thank you very much for this opportunity. I would like to thank our President, Dr. Rajeev Agarwal, our Secretary, Dr. Prashant Kerkar, and a lot of thanks to Dr. Navneet and Dr. Supriya for supporting me in this initiative. And I wish all of you, the most important personality for today's talk is the audience. I thank with folded hands to all of you that you gave me an opportunity to come and talk to you, arrange this whole thing. And our promise is through AMC, we will do it every month. So do join in bigger numbers, contribute, learn, and come back in a bigger way. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Alok. That was a really wonderful presentation, and I think more is left to be learned on this aspect on how actually to utilize AI for the benefit of writing your papers and making presentations, and Alok is very proactively helping me for all these presentation making, and I think it's a real, it's like magic happening in your hands. So thank you so much. Is Dr. Navneet there? Navneet, may I request you to please propose the vote of thanks?
Yes. Hi. So actually a very, very good webinar. Excellent speakers, excellent panelists, everything absolutely superb. And we really feel that we are lagging so much behind. And you and me, Supriya, need to learn so much. So
absolutely.
All 9 months, I think throughout 9 months, we'll be learning out, if not anyone else. And thank you for all the...
Navneet, just to break the news. Navneet, just to break the news, we had 560 paid registrations for this webinar. A record in itself for the first time in history of AMC.
Very nice, very nice, very nice, sir. And I thank each and every
9 months,
each and every
Navneet, I hope we
delegate.
have a happy... Sorry, I said let's have a happy, healthy AI baby at the end of this 9 months.
Yes, yes. And we'll fall in love with that baby.
So I think what I will do is I will make all of you AI compliant.
Thank you.
So that our OB meetings, managing committee meetings can be.
Let me thank all the delegates for their patient hearing. And thank you, Dr. Prashant and Dr. Rajeev Agarwal, sir, for making this happen. And Dr. Alok Mody for taking such a beautiful initiative. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'll just sum up in
Sir, now it is over to you.
Sir is AI guru.
Thanks all. Thank you, Dr. Rajeev sir, Dr. Prashant, Alok, Navneet, to the AMC office who has been working relentlessly towards making this as seamlessly, possible as possible. And a big thanks to all our faculty and our panelists. Dr. Rakhi is here right to the end. And again, Dr. Kulkarni, very, very accomplished speaker, I must say. Dr. Aashish, Dr. Saboo. And a big thanks again to Alok for moderating such a wonderful panel as well as his presentation. Thanks to all dear delegates. They have been present. Even now, they are there up to almost 200 people on board. So it's really wonderful and successful AI webinar. And let me remind you, we will be putting this on the Facebook as soon as possible and as conveniently as possible. And let's join again for yet another session of this AI workshop. On the third Thursday of every month. Is that right, Alok?
That's right. And I just wanted to say one thing with the permission from the respected president that I will make all of us so AI compliant that all our OB meetings and managing committee meetings will be held by our AI clones and we can enjoy a lunch and dinner elsewhere. And nobody will take action on us. So that would be a...
And please teach me the art of teleporting so I don't have to come from Bhiwandi all the way to Andheri. Thank you so much. And all of you have a great day, great week, and great month ahead. We'll meet exactly a month from now for the next session. Bye-bye and take care.
There are a few questions remaining.
Acha, would you like to answer them, Alok, before we...
just dekh lete because I don't...
the meeting?
An AI application and anesthesia, we can take it on our mail. Logo of the apps, I think I've already shown it. App for ECG interpretation, it is not legalized yet, so I won't answer that. The URL for the IE that we will get from Dr. Aashish. A lot of sessions saying that very useful session. AMC contact details for AI workshops is AMC office. Medicine specific AI models. Thank you, Dr. Jolly, for appreciating it. How to contact me, sir? My name and number is there on all AMC publications. Can AI be used for MRI reporting? It is being used by Nanavati Hospital as we speak right now. Can you share the prompt for accounting? So this has to be created by you. Otherwise, you need to pay me. We work very hard to develop it. We are running formal paid classes for it. We will come to that later on a personal level because this is a lot of hard work. But then you can create your own prompt over a period. And I'll tell you one secret. Ask one AI to create the prompt for the other AI. Believe me, it works very well. Somebody has put in their mobile number and their MMC number, which is not right, which the office will handle. Configuration of the system, a standard system, because all AI technology is web-based. You're using the server of the ChatGPT and Grok. A lot of people have written, what is Pramila's mobile number? So just contact AMC office from the website. And people want to know when the YouTube
Alok,
link will
I
be
have
available.
put the AMC mobile in the chat box, but I cannot access the general chat. So if you can just copy paste that in the general chat, and maybe next time if you can enable all the panelists to be a part of the chat by the delegates, because we are not able to see the delegate chat.
I'll just put it in the answer. This is the AMC number. The problem is there can be only one host, Supriya. So either you or me, only one person can control the host, or we will have to upgrade the Zoom tool for AMC, So then you can get more hosts. So I think let the final words come from our AMC president, Dr. Rajeev, and then we close.
Actually, sir seems to have logged out. He must be busy, but we have Rakhi, madam. Rakhi, any parting remarks?
I thought you were saying any Marwadi party on
No, I feel Dr. Alok is a AI guru.
Actually, absolutely. हमें शागिर्द बना दो सबको.
No, I am so lucky at such a junior. मुझे आज लग रहा था I am just a spot in a sagar. So insane. ये लोग सब गुरु लोग हैं, and getting an opportunity means a lot to me.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody.
I'm a very small person. असली सागर ऊपर वाला है. भगवान के आगे हम बहुत छोटे हैं. We are always grateful to our parents, our teachers, and God for whatever we are. And we are very small. So I'm very happy कि भगवान ने और हमारे parents ने, हमारे teachers ने हमको इतना मौका दिया. I'm grateful to them.
Okay then. Bye, folks. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you, Supriya.
We can now stop recording.
Thank you, Navneet,
Thank
once
you.
again to both of you for joining.
Thanks. Bye.